We are going to try to do this. Worst case scenario, if it doesn't work out well, I can always just go downstairs and we can just have a separate session. Which, sad, but sometimes it'd be like that so that I can actually roll and things.
It is what it is.
It is
Like,
what
I'm
it
scared of what's
is.
gonna happen if we talk at the same time.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, if we talk at the same time, I will try to like not speak while you're talking, by respect. Anyways, so it's been a few hours after you received Strahd's dinner invitation. The Vistani have offered their hospitality in the form of a buffet, as well as stories told in front of the bonfire. Dusk elves kept to themselves and did not join in the feast. If anything, they seem to be wary of the Vistani, despite living so close by. What exactly were you doing? Did you mingle a little bit with the Vistani after everything that happened, or did you decide to just pack your bags right away?
I feel like Joshua would just pull the all right, see ya, and try to head out.
That is indeed a pretty good one. I will say, honestly, Victor would absolutely come along with you, because, now he has all of the information he wanted, everything that he needed. He doesn't need to stay longer than necessary.
I am also ready to head out.
Alright.
Didn't some guy propose his help to get into the tower or something?
Oh, no, it was a guy who, about the Ember Temple.
Okay.
Yeah. It was Vladimir, if I remember correctly, who is a Dusk Elf, who talked to Victor about the Ember Temple and the powers that are inside. So yeah, whenever you guys are ready to head up to the Ember Temple, you can come back and tell him, and he will help you venture inside.
But that is not for now. That is a higher level adventure, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be too much, giving too much away, but it is kind of, as you can see, so much kind of at the end of the book for a fucking reason.
And that's a pretty big book.
Oh, it's fat. It's a very fat book. Currently, you guys are gonna be at page 169. I know that's nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Silly.
I'm good to go then.
Alright then. So you guys ate a bunch of wolf steaks that had been offered quite generously by the different hunters that made this part of the Vistani. They didn't have much wine, as was established earlier, so they didn't offer any. Apparently, wine is more seen as a privilege now, that it is not exactly common. However, they did offer you any kind of other resources that they had, to provide. They did have some more spices added to their wolf steaks, things that the Barovians really lacked in their dishes from what you've seen of the, the kind of cooking that you discovered there. Some of the younger ones with looser lips, as you prepare yourselves to leave, start to mention how they tell you that you must feel so lucky to have audience with Lord Strahd himself.
I feel more cursed.
Cursed. Oh, Strahd.
Yeah, I feel pretty cursed of Strahd myself.
A couple of them ask you where you're going next. Pretty just suddenly, just asking you just over the fire.
I guess we're heading. I haven't been here, guys. Help me out.
We're going to the Mage Tower, Joshua. Please keep up.
Yeah, the Mage Tower.
That's interesting. Not a lot of people have been there in a while. At least, not from what we've seen. It's always seemed kind of ominous. Be careful around there. But if you do find something interesting, do let us know. From what the look of it, it might have some very powerful artifacts in there. Not that we ever managed to get inside.
What do you mean never managed to get inside?
Well, it seems to have kind of a secure protocol. Not even our best locksmith were able to get inside. The last time we actually tried to get inside, we got attacked by some kind of small dragons.
All right. Thank you, ma'am, for the heads up. Maybe you will see us back in a few moments.
Well, either way, that will be very lovely. Can't wait to see you again. And again, take care, and thank you again for saving the young Arabelle. It really means a lot for our community. All right. So Arabelle, right before you leave, just comes in and kind of bows to you. And especially to Ravel. It's like, I'm so sorry for if I freaked you out last night.
She's looking at me, terrified.
Well, of course I'm looking at you because I'm talking to you. I'm so sorry if I freaked you out last night. I really didn't mean to. It's just sometimes, the words can come out and...
It's okay. It was surprisingly mature of you. And grown up. The way you acted. It's okay. Don't feel bad about it.
Alright, well, thanks again for the doll. It's really pretty, and it seems to have me good friends with my other toys. So, that's really nice. I hope you'll have safe travels. She's really trying to not touch you, just in case another one of her visions come in to contradict what she just says. And she inches away and leaves. Her family looks at you, and Arigal just bows very deeply in a very, over, kind of a foppish manner, a little bit. And contrary to the others, he says that, I pray that I do not get to see you on the road again. The road is pretty dangerous, let's just say. Have safe travels, my friends. And with that, you'll get to finally depart from the camp with some of the Dusk Elves overlooking you, but not exactly, just looking at you and not exactly, mingling with the others, not trying to go talk to you. Alright. The road to the tower is going to be quite long. It might take you until the afternoon to reach it properly if you don't get sidetracked. And now Songe is going to see something that no one sees, as in, I'm going to roll things. 1 second.
I'll close my eyes.
Oh yeah, right, you can't use the bot unless you do it in your, private server.
Okay, 1 second, rolling the thing.
Or you can do, a dice roller on your phone.
Yeah, but no, rolling dice is better because it's a minute.
She's rolling a shit ton of dice. At least 12. The floor is shaking.
She's summoning an actual monster.
Oh.
Paris is
She rolled a
doomed.
24.5.
Everything is fine.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, everything's fine. Let me find the page for it. As you go to, as you go through the road, and it is a bit of a gravel path that is surrounded by trees that are curved in a way that seems to be overlooking through, over your shoulder. Everything seems to have eyes around these parts. If anything, quitting the Vistani Camp feels, quite treacherous. It feels as if you are inching away from the little warmth that was present in this valley, and now going to total unknown until you may finally find back the civilization. It is even a little bit, well, I would say Irina might have been a bit of a welcome sight, because at least she was bringing a bit of more of joy. Meanwhile, Victor, well, he's more like the dreaded portrait that you might find usually in this valley. And that is when I will ask that anyone, rolls a d6.
I got you. D6.
All right. D6.
There goes the cube. 5.
5. All right. You find a figure in the middle of the woods. It is a bit on the side, but it is just enough for you to be able to see it. It is impossible to tell whether it is a man or a woman, a bit cloaked in what seems to be animal skin, just stitched together.
not over here trying to judge gender,
Of course, I'm just saying that it's very difficult to tell. The figure is hunched over what seems to be another figure, a corpse. As you, with a little bit of time, you, Robin in particular, you notice that the corpse seems to belong to a young Barovian man, clearly torn to pieces by, from what you can see from the tracks, what would be tire walls. But from what you can see, on top of that, you notice a little bit that the figure that is on top seems to bear some traits that are quite reminiscing of the powers that you use as a druid, as in still some little semblance of this animal form as well.
Oh look, the werewolves! Yay!
Not exactly.
Oh, okay.
It's your family.
Not exactly.
Uh-oh.
Victor just kind of takes a step back and just says, "Yeah, I recognize this man. The man on the floor. Saw him a couple times in Vallaki guarding. We can avoid this person. Let's just circle around and just avoid the encounter."
Now you say that. But also...
Robin, it's not like you not wanting to sneak away.
Well, it would just be better to not have some needless encounter. We wanted to go to the Mage Tower now, didn't we?
He's right. That and it'd be better to not potentially deal with something that's way beyond our skill set right now.
I mean, if you've seen him multiple times, I guess he's not in danger, right?
So let's just try to sneak away. Alright?
Oh boy.
Sure. And if
If
we're
you-
sneaking,
Yeah, everyone a stealth check, please.
rat
Oh,
moment.
great.
Oh yeah.
Disadvantage.
Sorry, I'm
Let's
sneaking
go.
closer to the thing. I'm interested. I know this is not
Oh my
in
god,
my
well, disadvantage for you, Robin.
disadvantage.
That's a 6.
Wait.
It's Jover.
+4. Right, okay. Rat moment. Okay, so you said disadvantage for me.
Yes.
Because I'm trying to get closer to it, even if I'm a rat.
Yes.
Cool beans. That's a nat 20 and a 13 plus 4.
Well, you're
Wahoo.
fine.
Well, sorry.
No,
Not a 20 then.
passive perception. Oh dear.
Well,
You're lucky. Consider yourself lucky. I got a 6.
Oh. Well then.
Well, my poor people, unfortunately, you lot got absolutely spotted. I mean, of course, like, you, Nebel, you, Robin, are able to kind of counter that. But the figure, gets, looks at the party with a wild eye and prepares itself to go and pounce as it changes right away into another creature. But this time, not a wolf as you might have expected, but a saber-toothed tiger.
Oh.
So
No.
a were-tiger?
Roll for initiative.
Oh dear lord. Unbog.
Oh. Okay. I had my one good roll, and that was disadvantage, so it didn't count. This is not gonna be a fun encounter, is it?
This is Barovia. Where's the fun in here?
This is Barovia. Knowing D&D parody songs and how big of a circle that is, somebody absolutely made a parody of This Is America called This Is Barovia. It's impossible for there not to be one.
Alright. Oh yeah, please do look it up. Okay, sorry, it's kind of difficult to do everything like on a phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to Barovia, let's go.
That's welcome to the internet. That's a different thing, but a concept exists.
Alright, 1 second. Okay, so yeah, the gaunt figure, with wild hair and bare feet, pound towards you and turns into the saber-toothed tiger. Then the ground nearby is crawling with sort of tiny twig creature.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, sorry, I'm typing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was about to say
You
your
just
voice
broke
cut
off in the
but-
middle of the sentence and I was like, oh, internet?
She's using push to talk, but push to talk on mobile is not the best.
Right, that's true. Push to talk in general, because, I mean, you have to have like one hand on a button at all times. Twig?
Massive skill issue.
What?
Alright, so the first twig, some kind of monster that is made of bark, is going to go and pounds towards, let's say, why not, Joshua. It's been a while. So, Joshua, the creature, is going to claw at you.
Oh, wonderful.
I know. Isn't it? Isn't it just wonderful? You're going to be able to see all the damages, my guy.
Better turn
Hopefully
away.
it doesn't hit
Oh.
too hard.
Alright, that's a 16 to hit. So.
Matches.
Alright, well, half damage then.
I might survive this! Or this might be the worst experience of my life. Who knows?
Nah, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Wait, it is just a claw attack. It's probably not going to do much. Especially not since we're only
Yeah.
4th level.
Yeah, exactly. See, it only does 2 damage to you. It's fine.
Okay, yeah. I don't know why I thought that was going to knock me down to half. I'm too used to, like, B and Mog levels of damage.
Oh, well, you should have been there last session, because last session, let's just say that Robin almost got cleaved in half by, like, 1 attack.
Oh, wonderful!
Right, I did.
Well, listen,
I did pick a
he was
fight
kind
with
of,
the
being-
right-hand man of the Burgomaster. It
Yeah.
happens.
You were kind of looking for it though.
Oh, he was absolutely looking for it.
Hey, I was trying to protect Tyre, okay? I'm in the right.
Yeah. Sure, but you almost died.
I don't know why I thought you were talking about Arlen when you said Robin. So my brain was just like bird.
Damn.
Because Arlen likes to get into complicated situation.
Alright, so Ravel, your turn.
So just to be sure, we saw this this thing being a person before it transformed, right?
Yes, you did.
I'm gonna be my cowardly self and try to engage conversation. Hey there, traveler! No need to be aggressive, you know? We're outnumbering you anyway. You don't want this to finish in a bloodbath, do you? Do you get anything out of this? We can just talk like reasonable adults, don't you?
We're not gonna listen to that.
Persuasion? Well, that's pretty shitty, dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, add the bonuses to that. That's that's still an 8.
Yeah, no, sorry, dude. No, the thing is absolutely just bearing their fangs at you.
I guess I'm getting my sword and shield out.
Oh,
and-
you're aggroing it. You're absolutely aggroing it, yeah.
Well, okay,
Aggro
well,
time.
shit.
That's good because that's a druid's turn after that.
Oh no.
But don't worry, go on. You have an action. Go on.
Wait,
Oh,
hold
I
on,
thought
hold on
this
a
was
second.
my action.
Wait a second. Did Victor just ditch us?
Oh, I forgot to just enter him. Don't worry.
Right,
This is so in character for him to ditch you guys.
Right,
Yeah,
I will say I will
absolutely.
roll now that I will roll. I will roll to see like how well did he hide, okay? And if he hid really well, then in this case, he just ditches you guys. If he doesn't, then he just joins.
He doesn't really have much of another choice.
Well, I rolled an 18. My man is
okay.
hiding for now.
For a second, I thought I was
Fuck
gonna
you.
have to find
I
him and
mean,
take
he
him into
can
shame.
cast a spell off from hiding.
Oh, right now he doesn't do anything. Sorry, he will only join if the situation becomes desperate.
Deus Ex Victor.
Alright, anyways.
Alright, buddy, we're having a
Anyways,
chat about
druid.
teamwork later. I say, while also
Shut the
thinking
fuck
that
up.
I will abandon the party if things get too dicey.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna be the one giving the speech about teamwork
Yay.
and synergy and team balancing, and the fact that I'm the only healer. I'm the only support. Technically, Ravel is a support as well, but he's also a tank, so like that doesn't count. Ravel's the only tank.
True. Alright,
We got way too many DPS
well-
on the party. So unbalanced.
well, the saber-toothed tiger is going to attack you in particular, Ravel, because fuck you. And it's going to try to bite you. Yeah, gonna bite you. That is... That is 17 to hit. Does that hit?
Nice try, buddy.
Yeah, it doesn't hit?
Nope.
Nice. Alright, just tries to bite, but it only bites like, it bites your armor, but the fangs don't go through.
The
Your armor
Lord
is just
Justice.
too fucking strong. Alright, the next one is gonna be the twig number 2. Twig number 2 is just going to do another, claw attack. Again, this time, against Robin. Let's be equal opportunity.
Aw, you're gonna swipe at a little tiny cute little mouse? A little
I mean,
rat
it's a
boy?
nat 1. It's a nat 1, so it just kind of like claws at the earth right next to you and gets just one of its hands just, completely stuck in the earth. So, for now I will say that, I don't know if I can call it really prone, but I will call it incapacitated.
It's just not
Can't take an
gonna
action next time.
attack. Yeah, it's just not gonna attack next turn. Cool beans.
Yeah, exactly. Alright then, Robin, your turn.
I first would like to get another description of the scene.
God fucking damn it.
Like, I
It's
mean,
fine,
I
don't worry.
get it's
Yes.
more like a I want to make like I can see this is a druid who was very aggressive and killed a man that Victor knew.
Yes.
But what's the state of the body, for example?
Pretty much devoured.
Alright, so just food.
You know, just
Yikes.
a head thrown back, you know, with eyes completely full of terror, almost bulging out, mouth wide open, tongue missing, surprisingly enough. I mean, I can go on if you want, Nebel.
No, okay, I get it. Violent murder. In any case, yeah, I don't have good vibes of this encounter. I'm gonna dash away, methinks.
Alright, sure do that.
Which
You
I
see him
only have
and you
40
actually
feet
end
of
up
movement as a
right
rat,
next to-
but, you know.
You dash away and you actually end up right next to where Victor is hiding.
Squeak, squeaker, squeaking!
And he just- Shut the fuck up. Shut. I'm trying to not be seen right now. Just stay there. If you want to stay there, good, okay. But got it. If not, I'm just throwing you back out.
crosses his tiny little rat arms, but stays quiet.
Good. Alright, Joshua.
Yeah? It's my turn. Alright.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So this is just a saber-toothed tiger that attacked me by the looks of it.
Yeah.
And you know what I do when something attacks me?
Mm-hmm.
Guiding bolt.
Would you? Uh-huh. Alright, go
Actually,
ahead.
it might be close enough for inflict wounds. And
Yeah,
I
it
have
is.
one of those for free per long rest. So I'm
Nice.
gonna do that. Use. Oh my fucking god! Natural 20.
Oh,
On an inflict
baby.
wound.
Oh!
That is
6d10.
6d10 necrotic damage.
That is so sexy.
Get fucked.
We don't have any DPS in the group, so unbalanced.
Oh my god.
39.
What the fuck? 39! Oh!
No, it's just that there's only one tank. And then everybody else, except maybe Joshua, because he has cleric dip, is DPS.
I will say that, you know, the amount of damage is so intense that it automatically just kind of breaks him out of his wild shape. You know, as a bit of a bonus for the nat 20. And then just cumbers and just kind of turns back into this disheveled, like a figure, kind of old and crooked. Honestly, looks a lot like Robin. But except he doesn't have, it doesn't hardly have like, you know, like black and red clothes, but more so, you know, very earthy because of the fact that it's really just animal skin that is stitched together. Very, very messily, by the way. The corner of its mouth is just absolutely covered in caked in blood, and just looks at you with a very wild eye. The moment it sees, the moment it sees that, it just kind of turns to you and just kind of snarls. All right.
Oh.
It's gonna be back to Twig 1. The Twigs are gonna focus a lot of their attacks on you, Joshua, because of the fact that you just kind of destroy the wild shape in like one swift attack. So prepare yourself for a lot of claw attacks.
Yeah, L.
Okay, I don't think that hits. That is a 12.
Nope. L.
All right, the attack just whips past you. Ravel, your turn.
Hello, Victor. Cast one of your spell. I would like to tell one of my stories. And then I attack.
Tellement de damage! Bon, attends. Ah, the druid.
So yeah, I attacked the druid for some damage. Sorry, I did the roll in front of Al, but yeah, I inflict 4 damage on
Damn,
the
man.
druid. And bonus action, my favorite thing, I bitch slap him with my shield so he falls on his knees. And that's another one, so I do not bitch slap him.
That's a fucking nat one. I mean, it's more so than that. Okay, so what happens? What happens? What happens is that you attack the druid with one swift attack, and which absolutely nicks him. Then right after you try to bash him, but then he steps away, and you're just like, "Ah!" and you fall over in a very stupid manner. You fall into the bowl that is now your shield, and you're just you're on the ground, and your armor is very heavy, and you're like, I can't get up. I fell down, and I can't
guess
get
it wasn't
up.
Uno reverse. Now
I fell
Ravel
down.
himself is prone.
That's a
Yep.
strategical retreat, you buffoon.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, Victor is gonna laugh a little bit, just a little sticker.
Oh, he's gonna laugh and make his position clear and revealed? That's nice.
Not loudly, but I'm just saying that for Robin, who is seeing that his shoulders are shaking a little bit.
May I... may I stand up and use my movement to stand up, or is it the end of my turn, dear DMs? Sir.
Depends. What do you have to offer for that?
Fucking nothing.
That's what I thought, you crook. You know what? Just roll a d20 to see. Oh, come on. No, I don't think so. Sorry, gotta wait until next turn. Alright, the druid. It's gonna be the druid's turn. But, doesn't really care about you who just fell over. Like, who cares? And is just going to attack... it's gonna try to attack Joshua. Unfortunately, fails. So, that's something that happens. Then the twig again. Again, attack Joshua, and fails. You guys are very lucky today. Or my dice are cursed.
I'm goated.
Robin, your turn.
Goated
And don't
with
say
the
this kind of
sauce.
stuff. Like, luck will change.
On the one hand, this seems like a fight we might want to disengage from. On the other, I can't communicate that. And if those two are gonna keep fighting, it's best if I do some damage. What can I even do with rats? I can smell and have a tiny little bite for 1 piercing damage.
Oh my god.
Nibble.
Or you can just break wild shape.
Yes. What do I want? Man.
Wait, hold on. Do you still have lycanthropy while you've wild shaped?
I would say no, and also I don't really have control over it yet.
Yeah, you don't have control over it yet. I mean, technically, you're still infected by lycanthropy, even if it's formed, but yeah.
I was gonna say, if you bite them, they're infected too, LMAO.
I mean, yeah, if you bite them, if you bite...
That's probably not a good thing, though, seeing as, werewolves are resistant to,
piercing and
damages.
stuff like that.
Not really a
That's
good
what I
idea
just guiding
to
bolt them.
inflict that. So, okay.
That's what I just used, guiding bolt.
I am going to attempt to rat pantomime to Victor that we should retreat.
Okay, Victor is going to sigh deeply at that, but then just nod quietly, and then we'll do like a bit of a flicker of his hand and like a very quiet, little quiet magical word that he said under his breath. And after a few seconds, just like this, Ravel, Robin, and Joshua, you all turn invisible.
Ooh!
All right.
Poggers.
He also does turn invisible and just starts sneaking away. So you do whatever you want with that. All right, Joshua, it's still your turn if you want to do anything except
I mean, do I need to disengage?
I think
mean-
it would be good for us if we didn't fight this.
No, I'm more saying, do I need to take my action to disengage? Or can I just run away?
probably.
Disengage
I'm
is
just
an
saying-
action.
I'm just saying that while it's your turn, I'm just gonna be rolling to see if you get noticed.
I'm out of here, bro.
Okay, lucky for you, I got a natural 1. So thankfully, it is absolutely not noticed. And you start going away, and
It sure is
everything
confuzzled that
is
we all
fine.
just blipped out.
Oh, absolutely confuzzled. But little by little, you see that the twigs are just returning to the earth, and the druid starts running off into the wild after eating this poor man. And thus this will conclude this part here, this little encounter.
So Ravel also gets away because it was a nat 1.
Yeah, no,
Tactical retreat. What I tell you? I dug down and became invisible.
Yeah!
Wow. I mean, what they didn't see is that you were like coming back up. You were like, oh, when you tried to get back up at one invisible, and was looking for your shield for like 5
They,
seconds
they
or
can't
something.
tell. I was. Yeah.
But deep down.
Let's try
Anyways,
this.
yeah, everything's back. Everything's back to normal. You are on the road, and once you are far away from there, you are turning back. Visible. I told all of you to just try to avoid it. It's not so difficult to go and sneak away, now is it?
Well,
It's
it
also
didn't
difficult
work
to be
now, did it?
helpful.
Well, I was particularly helpful now, wasn't I?
Yeah, but not from the start. I mean, I'm sure invisibility is a pretty big spell. You could have just thrown like fire or something at him. It was not. Whatever. Thank you.
Robin.
Oh, I suppose I could have fired a fireball in your direction, but I think that all of you would have been wiped out.
That's not why. You know what? Thank you, Victor. Let's go onward.
Thank you
Robin,
very much.
still rat, riding on
It's
Victor's
not so
shoulder
difficult
again,
now to be grateful,
giving
is
a
it?
thumbs up at his contribution.
Wonderful. I love how Robin didn't do shit. You guys are getting mad at Victor. Robin really didn't do shit.
I convinced Victor to do shit. That's something.
Mm-hmm.
No, I couldn't. It was a silly rat. Maybe he did something. I just didn't see.
This is so unfair.
I'm convinced of Robin's goodness, but Victor is still a little shit.
I mean, yeah, he is. But God fucking damn it, the double standard. The double standard. Just because he's being played by the DM, just because of that, seriously. So fucking unfair. Either way. Oh boy, okay, let me just reopen my talk form.
It's hard not to commit when you're
All
wild
right.
shape.
Yeah, I
'Cause
suppose
of
so.
limited
But
use.
please, next time, I will say though, if I ever have another session where I have to improvise an entire conversation between two characters because you decided to wall shape, and so you couldn't talk during the whole thing, I will actually murder you. That was the worst experience of my life.
Dude, okay, being a druid if you have social anxiety must be so fucking cool. Like, you go to a party, you just turn into a rat and go non-verbal.
For real, though.
He's just like me for real.
Okay,
For-
what if
for-
we solve the problem with, one of the characters in the conversation has speak to animals or something?
I mean, that's what happened with, that's kind of what happened, you know. Like, you know, when you were talking to, like, that Raven, it's like the Raven didn't want to talk to you, but you were like, no, I'm gonna talk to you. Fucking bitch.
True.
Anyways, so you guys are still on the road towards the tower. Did you want to, like, say anything before, like, you know, on the road or anything?
Not really.
Squeaks.
Alright. Turn back into a fucking human, you bitch.
That is quick, what the fuck?
Stop squeaking. I will pee on you. Anymore. Anyways, before I could pee on you, there is in fact a bit of a, you know, there is something in the distance. It really changes, you know, the whole, you know, having tons of just trees all around. You come to a cold mountain lake, enclosed by misty woods and rocky bluffs. Thick fog creeps across the dark, still waters. The trail ends at a grass-covered causeway that stretches 100 yards across the lake to a flat, marshy island with a stone tower on it. The tower is old and decrepit, with collapsing scaffolds clinging to one side where a large gash has split the wall. Time-worn griffin statues, their wings and flanks covered with moss, perch atop buttresses that support the walls. Parked near the base of the tower, within sight of the entrance, is a barrel-topped wagon, spattered with mud. And another one that is a bit deeper into the forest. The second one, you do not recognize it as being Rictavio's. But the second one, you don't recognize it. Alright. What do you do? I can send a picture, by the way, of what it looks like. Here
Yes,
it is,
sir.
if you want to look. Okay, 1 second, I'll take a picture.
Oh yeah, right, you didn't pin the map with the info, but that's fine.
Okay, 1 sec, posting.
Oh.
There we go. So that is the tower's map.
So is that our Mage Tower?
I mean, apparently. So you are right now at the first floor. So you are right in front. There is this wagon and you know, the tower over here.
From the way the second and third floor look, can we just look up to the fourth, like...
No, you can't because you're not inside the
Oh, okay.
tower.
Right, yeah.
Remember what they said? Something came up like little dragons when they try to get in.
Yeah, no, like the tower. There is a door right. There is a door that is seemed to be, you know, shut.
Victor, can you find any kind of magic around here?
He's thinking a little bit, like, well, let me see that. And he gets closer to the tower. The moment he gets closer, he kind of like takes his arms up and just starts to try to you know, check. But then you see on his face a growing worry, and then some kind of mortification. My magic, it's gone. I can't cast spells here.
Can I try?
Yeah, sure. If you go near to where he is, then in this case, you try to call upon your divine senses and try to cast the spell, but you also fail.
That's strange.
What if I try...
Can I step a little bit
light?
back then?
You step back until you can actually cast a spell, and it requires you to step back kind of near the, how to say that? The bridge that leads to the small island where the tower is.
Interesting.
So the entirety of the small island is comprised in this weird phenomenon.
Strange how the Mage's Tower doesn't really seem to allow magic.
If I were to try and use light...
It wouldn't work.
Alright. Good to know. Just yeah. Magic, no good. And
All right,
produce
well, then I
flame
can't
also
exactly
won't
test.
work, so yeah, no magic.
Yeah. Well, I can't exactly test if there's any magic here. I mean, it does stink like magic, of course, but probably the kind that, nullifies any other.
Can I detect any kind of evil or something?
Is this considered to be magic?
I
No,
don't know.
that's
It's just
that's
one of
a
my traits as a
feature.
paladin.
Or is it? No, wait.
I would say...
Detect good and evil might be a spell.
No.
Or
I'm
is
talking about like my paladin.
Yeah,
like,
if it's a paladin
passive,
ability, then
basically.
it's
Like
it's
paladin's
a
Does it
paladin
just
thing.
Does it just detect, like, alignments?
No, wait. Let me give it to you.
Alright, one sec. Checking the thing.
If
Okay.
I learned the ways that would try my wild shape. But well, no.
I will
wild shape
say-
isn't magic. It's
I will
not a
say you do
spell.
not sense anything in particular. Though, it is but you can feel that the tower in and of itself actually makes you feel a lot of dread. Like there is something within it, or maybe it's the tower in and of itself that is dreadful.
Welp. All right.
Well, maybe first, before we touch the tower, we could try to see what this wagon is all about.
Oh. Well, sure.
Investigate.
All right. You approach the wagon. So what are you looking exactly at when you look at the wagon? Like,
Oh no, I just.
Oh, I am watching the front of our every step for traps. And
okay, well,
oddities.
okay. So, Songe rolled a nat 1 in investigation. So I will be merciful, and I will let every single one of you to go first. Before, the funny happens.
So
What are we
we
rolling
roll
for?
investigation too?
Investigation on the wagon, if you want to do that. If you can also describe to me what you're looking for, that would be
I'm
great.
investigating the floor.
Alright.
Because I don't want to
So,
step
like,
on
under the
something
wagon?
sus. No, just
So, like, under the wagon?
where we're stepping. I want to investigate the ground around us, the area.
Okay, the ground.
Which I have a 19
what did you roll?
for.
It's dirt.
Cool beans.
It's dirt with fresh grass that surprisingly fresh, really. But I mean, around the tower, though, you do notice that it is a bit more dried out, especially at a certain amount. It almost seems to be stricken by lightning or something.
You see, it pays off to be vigilant.
Wow, this dirt is made out of dirt. Thank you, Robin.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
see if
and
there's
you,
anything
Joshua?
actually cursed about it.
Sure.
Now, with that being said, does this involve Fae Fiends or undead?
I mean, considering that magic is not exactly, but like Ravel did not exactly detect anything bad around the wagon. But I don't think it would apply here.
Okay, so that's just a straight roll then. Oh. Natural 1.
Boys!
Oh, that is
Five
wonderful, isn't it? Okay,
Pretty
so
bad.
we have 2 people who rolled a natural 1 on this.
Oh no!
Okay, well, maybe I'm gonna do Victor last. Let's, oh boy.
Victor, can you clean up after us again?
He always has to do that, seriously. Okay, that's a 9 plus his modifier. He just notices really just he's just kind of rounding the wagon and looking at it. Under layers of mud, the wagon kind of sports a fresh coat of purple paint. Its wheels have fancy gold trim. There's a brass lantern that hangs from each corner, and red drapes cover a tombstone-shaped window on each side. There's a steel padlock that secures the back door, hanging from which is a cheap wooden sign that reads "Keep Out." As for Victor, he's just looking at the window and trying to check inside. He notices just a little thing. It is actually really well lived in. There's like a bed in there. He notices that there's a bit of a wooden trunk, a wardrobe that is pretty neat, a couple of other objects that are kind of oddities, and he's like, well, that is very interesting. Well, I wish we could maybe get in there to maybe see what's going on, but maybe we should be a bit careful. After all, there is a sign. And as he says that, Joshua and Ravel, you both are like, I mean, it's no problem. We can just get in, right? So you go towards the door that is very obvious and everything, and you're like, I mean, if you want to investigate the interior and what it is in there, might as well open the door, right?
Oh my
So right away, you guys just open the door wide, and all of a sudden, you hear a bit of a mechanism click, and then all of a sudden, something falls from the ceiling, and all of a sudden, the entirety of the wagon goes up in flame. And it is a full-blown explosion.
Oh
And
god.
I'm going to go and I'm going to roll for some damages, unless you can do me a pretty good if you can
Dexterity
roll a
save,
little
probably?
Constitution saving throw.
Oh, con. Oh dear.
Con?
Little
Save?
Constitution saving throw, guys.
That's weird.
Little con save.
That's a 14.
For
Well done,
everyone
Ravel.
or just the nat 1 people?
Oh, everyone.
Oh god.
Everyone that is kind of around the wagon.
Mm.
If you are at 30 feet of the wagon, you have to do that.
Yeah, there's an explosion. That makes sense. Well, that's a 20. I'm doing good.
And second Victor is doing good. That's 19. However, Joshua,
Hey.
I have a lot of dice to roll.
Whoa.
It is an explosion.
So just be patient.
Joshua dies? Joshua
Be very
dies
patient.
2023?
One second, doing it on the floor. One
sign.
die. Two.
Ouch, oof, your bones. Turning to ash. Oh, okay, we're at 61% for Baldur's Gate. Okay.
That's a shit ton of dice.
Well, that is 50 damage.
Ah.
Oh!
Ah.
How many HP did you have?
I had 25 at the time. My max is 27. I barely avoided instant death.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you. Oh, that was very barely. Oh my god.
Okay, but what if we did something cool? I
What?
do
That I
have
up the
absorb-
damage? It's actually instant death.
No. I do have
Please,
absorb
no.
elements.
Oh.
Yes, but it's not
How's
aimed at
that-
you.
How's that gonna work against 50 damage?
I mean, I think it's only when it works like it's only against you that it actually like
It is
you know.
only for self. I'm just throwing out the rule of cool for funsies. If we're saying no, we're saying no.
It's weird that it's not dexterity though.
Yeah, it's
It
Constitution.
is odd.
Could have shielded out. Fuck.
It could have been worse if you had been inside of the wagon when it exploded. Insta death.
Yeah. Explosion. Makes sense.
Either way, Joshua, you just fall to the ground pretty much charred, but you are technically still alive if unconscious.
And the rest of us are just fine.
However, you will roll me another Constitution saving throw, my guy. Not you.
No.
Oh
I'm talking
boy.
about Joshua because
Are
it is
you
time for
fucking
grievous
kidding
injuries.
me? It's a 3.
Oh, the dice
Oh
are not in
boy,
your
time to
favor.
be.
Hello. Hi.
Let me see what's going on the grievous injury table.
Oh, grievous injury. Oh. Yeah, true. Anyway, so we're all just fine except for Joshua.
Yeah, I just got charred alive, is all.
Okay, it's okay. Roll me another d20 just to see what kind of injury you get.
Okay.
Go ahead. You have a chance. You have a chance of maybe not getting an injury. Go ahead.
18.
All right.
18.
You're lucky. You don't get an injury.
Yay.
If you survive.
You're lucky. Yeah, if you survive. But it should be fine. I mean, apart from the explosion, everything's okay.
I mean, I guess D&D ruling
Lay
is if
on
you heal
hand.
someone, they stabilize. Apparently.
Lay on hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway.
It's gonna be very much
let's-
needed to do that.
So that-
I'm
So
laying
lay on
those
hands.
Oh
hands.
wait, but you're gonna have to maybe move him to like
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
not be.
I can control flames to like put him out.
No, you can't because you're inside of the range of the magical
You're in the
thing.
funny circle.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh, can I
not
even lay on
magic.
hands on him though?
No.
I don't think you can lay on hands in this case here. Like,
No,
No,
wait
lay
here.
on hands is
You
no lay
bless-
on hands is is class ability, not magic.
Yeah, true. Well, I mean, the DM decides though, so.
Also, the thing I have to check if it would be if it would count.
I'm using my body warmth and love.
Also, I just want to show. Hey, look at that! All of those treasures that you'll never be able to get.
I fucking hate this. You know what? We fought fucking fiends and shit, and we could have died on just a failed investigation check.
Yep.
It is life.
I
be
mean,
like
the fun
that.
continues. Anyways, I will assume that you guys are basically getting Joshua out of the zone and everything. Just
Yeah,
for
once we're
funsies, Joshua,
done.
just roll a death saving throw, just real quick, just for fun. Don't worry, it's fine. I mean, you're gonna get healed right away, so it's fine.
Yeah, that and on top of that, a nat 1 isn't an instant death.
It's just too.
No,
funny.
it's 2.
We
It's
cool.
2.
It's 2.
We cool.
Yeah, it's
18.
fine. Don't worry.
Everything is
Thankfully,
fine.
after that, you are being carried out of the bridge, and you're able to be healed. So you get back up pretty quickly. You still have like some minor injuries, thankfully enough, but it is like for now you're gonna have to like take a breather and everything. And at this point, like Victor is very much just like, I just told you to just be careful, but of course.
Well, what I was supposed to do, not open the door?
Yeah, it had a sign with "Keep
Did
out" on
it?
it. Did it? Are you
I
blind or
don't know, I was
something?
too focusing on opening the door.
You need to focus to open a door.
Yeah! Don't you... Joshua, are you okay? Are you better now?
Has Joshua been stabilized?
Yes, you woke up, but you're still very hurty.
How's the 3rd-degree burns?
He weakly lifts his arm, thumbs down.
Understandable.
Wouldn't recommend.
Fine.
Can I
At least you're
sit this one
evenly
out?
cooked.
So, might be for the best, honestly.
Yeah. Out of character, I'm actually gonna grab my lunch now. I ordered it like 2 hours ago. It's probably cold.
All right, go eat, boy.
It's
You know
cold,
what?
unlike Joshua.
Actually, thanks for giving the
He's very
gesture.
crispy.
Like, I think that explosion kind of gave me a little ringing in my ear.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. By the way, speaking of that, the explosion really made a lot of sound now, didn't it?
It sure
Which
done
also
did.
means that all of a sudden
And light.
you hear like someone just running towards you, and when you look around, it is a carny. Remember, it's Rictavio. You see, running towards you full force, but stopping before the bridge. I heard the explosion. What's going? It's you. What happened here?
We opened the door and it was filled with explosive, and one of our friends was cooked, to say the least. Not the one you would expect, sadly.
Oh, that is really not. I see what you mean by cooked. Very crispy around the edges here, not just the edges. Now, please do be careful when you're opening anything, and always check for traps. I can't believe now this. Anyways, just let me tend to your friend. And he kind of just kneels down and starts using cure wounds on Joshua.
Are you the one that put all of this explosion in the wagon?
No, I can assure you, it's not me. It's not me. This is not even my wagon.
Right.
It's probably just a Vistani's wagon or some such. No, mine is around the corner, though I fear that one of my horsemen have been frightened by it.
I'm very sorry about that. Well, one thing's for sure, I'm not opening anything for a while.
It might be for the best. What are you exactly doing here for? Did you just come to check on me after what happened in Vallaki, or?
Well, no, we've been looking for a mage, especially with Victor. Victor told me that we could find a mage here, so I mean, yeah, here we are to find a mage. It seems like destiny has linked to this person.
Yeah, Victor just kind of sets forth. It's like, yes, I'm looking for maybe a new master, possibly to teach me how to control my powers. Also, apparently there was something about them looking for a mage in particular, so I just thought it would be, convenient. The carney seems a little bit, I wouldn't say nervous or anything like that, but, a little bit perplexed. Well, that is quite surprising, to say the least. I don't think I've heard of any... Well, I think you'll be sorely disappointed. I don't think I've heard of any mages around these parts for... Well, it's been a very long time. Apparently, this place has been completely deserted.
Oh, really now? Well...
I mean, that is the exact reason why I've been squatting here, really.
Oh, wait, when you say squatting, like, you can get inside the tower? Like, do you know how to get inside?
Well, I usually try to go more through the scaffolding. But it is a very dangerous activity I wouldn't exactly recommend. The main entrance has a puzzle to it.
Puzzle? Like a dangerous one, or just a regular puzzle?
I try to not touch it, I try to not solve it, just in case it did anything.
Alright. Well,
So if you do try to solve it in any ways, I would be very careful. The scaffolding, I would avoid it if you're not nimble, if you're not very agile to go through it. Now, in the profession, us Carney, well, we're able to do it very... I mean, we're very good when it comes to acrobatics.
I'm looking at Robin and Victor. I'm like, well, you guys, your job, you go.
Of course, we have to be there with some brainless. You know what? You'll try to do your thing. I'm just gonna stay a little bit farther away, and you try to do your thing.
Aren't you curious about that mage? Do you have any other idea where we could go?
I am curious, and I do find the idea of solving a puzzle exciting. However, these types of places, from what I've read, are quite mortal to be around.
No. I mean, you're a nibble snack of bones. Maybe you could find a way to go up the scaffolding. Just an idea.
Well, I might know a good spell or two, but oh well. You do you. I'll just check. I'll still go and check maybe this puzzle first, but oh well.
Well, you
Sure,
know,
just don't get killed.
most any puzzle. You
The problem is that I
stare
can't
at it
exactly
as long
use
as you
spells.
want and take notes and whatnot.
Yeah,
you don't have to solve
I
it.
do. I just realized once. I just realized one thing. Even if I wanted to, I actually cannot make my way up the scaffolding. I do know fly. However, we are in the zone where we cannot use spells.
True.
That's true. I haven't thought about it.
Yeah. I do know
can
Misty
turn
Step
into a
as well.
spider again.
Unfortunately, I do not know if you can even do that.
Wait a minute! Broom of flying!
It's just a regular broom.
Yeah, the broom of flying, if you do try to use it, is now just a useless broom inside of the zone.
No! But I can turn
Tell me,
into a
my dear Connie.
spider!
That is a question, actually. I'm gonna check.
I should be able to wild
dear-
shape.
My dear Carney, do you have any idea where we could find that mage then? Like, if this tower is pretty useless, we have no reason to be here.
I don't know exactly if you would be able to wild shape in there, unfortunately.
But what
As
if I
for
wild shape
you were asking,
outside and then go into the field?
I think you would just detransform right away.
I mean, okay. Well, if I can't transfer, if I can't, then my slot doesn't get taken away, so I might as well try and get the answer definitively.
I mean, that is exactly what happens.
Well... Oh well.
And you were saying, Ravel? The mage. Well, no, I haven't been around Barovia for quite a while. As I said, the reason why I was, well, in this place, in the first place, was because there was no one here. I wanted to stay around the inn, getting along with people there. But now, well, I'm not exactly welcome there anymore. So I might as well just stay in this place. So no, I do not know where that mage went. Though I did hear of some kind of mad mage in Mount Baratok. I would avoid him, though, if I were you.
Victor, Mad Mage, does it seem enticing to you?
Well, I do not exactly know about well, I mean, I know of the Mad Mage of Mount Baratok. Heard about him for a while. And
Wasn't that the guy
well,
who
I
did a
did hear
rebellion?
Was it the same man?
Was it?
I did hear vaguely about a rebellion. I don't exactly know if it's the same man. I mean, I heard that the man was very charismatic and such, but this mad mage has just been using lightning to just fish.
That is pretty smart, though.
I suppose. I mean, I think it would be interesting to meet him, but for now, well, anyways, not exactly the point here. Well, we'll see later for that. For now, what do you exactly plan to do with this tower? Didn't you need to come there for something else?
Well, I mean, we're looking for mage, but now I'm not planning on solving that puzzle. I'm kind of traumatized with doors now, and it's not my heavy armor and not very swiftly self that I'm gonna go up the scaffolding.
So, okay, so we just came here for nothing? I thought you guys had like something like a prophecy or some shit.
Yeah, I know. I'm as surprised as you, and I'm as annoyed as you. I'm not going here by pure pleasure.
I mean, okay.
Alright.
Maybe... Okay, I think Robin is going to take a look at the door. He's just going to observe the puzzle. Not do anything with it. Simply observe.
Well, I posted it. It's
Yeah.
the door that you have right there. It's made of iron with no visible handles or hinges, and in the middle of the door is a large embossed symbol, a connected series of lines with 8 stick figures set around it. Carved into the lintel above the door is a word, Kazan.
It looks like we have to make a dance.
Maybe that's it. It's a bit esoteric, but
What is the...
Victor, do the dance!
Can any of us
I mean-
translate the word?
Kazan?
Yeah.
Doesn't ring a bell to me. No, it doesn't seem so.
No?
But Victor is very taken aback to the
No
to a
Thieves'
tense thing.
Camp,
Like,
no Druidic, no Celestial.
no.
I mean, look it up, Victor. Like, those could be tiny stick figures doing dance. Like, you could start from top left and do the different moves, and it seems like it's working. Like, can you do it, Victor? I think it could be a good thing. Yeah, shall we dance, Victor? I think that would be nice.
Why do I have to do it?
Because I'm in
where
heavy
do
armor,
you
you see?
start?
And
There
you're
are...
young and athletics. You can dance.
I'm not athletic.
Shh, you are, buddy. Please dance.
Guys, let's not try
Um,
anything before we know the meaning of that word.
Persuasion?
And also,
Persuasion?
the line has 2 endings. That means it could have 2 beginnings.
You can do the dance backward.
What if you get
He looks
eviscerated
at
when
it.
you do it wrong?
You gotta do it right then.
I'm not sure I want
Ravel.
to try it anymore.
Robbie, do not help me, Victor. It's fine.
Victor looks at it a bit more thoroughly, and then you see him disappear for a sec. I don't. You can't actually. He can't do that. Like he tries. You know. He like does his. You know. Snaps his fingers and does the same incantations that he did before, and then he starts. Then he pulls his arms up. He closes his eyes and starts following a little bit. Then opens them back to like follow a little bit of movements. Having his hands up, then lowering one, T-posing for a second, then just changing his arms of position, sweating profusely. By the end of it, he is absolutely sweaty and done.
After 8
And-
moves.
After 8
Or like 9.
moves, he looks at, and then he realizes,
8, yeah.
I wasn't even invisible, was I?
You forgot the magic word.
I hate every single one of you.
Okay, let me try.
No. The moment the dance is done, very important. The moment the dance is done, after he does all of those little moves from the stick figures, the lines of the symbol on the door, that have been, he followed this sequence perfectly. And after this, the door emits a little click, and it opens.
Kazan!
That was actually the solution. I'm so surprised that you figured it out so quickly.
Well, you
Yes,
call them
yeah.
stick figures.
If you want to know, because it's what's written in the book. It's a clue, okay? But because otherwise you wouldn't have figured it out probably. But like the thing is fun. You know what's funny is that if you had touched it, you would have received. If you were inside of the tower, basically. Okay. If you were to touch the door, you would have taken 4d10 lightning damage.
Makes sense.
And if you trigger that trap 3 times, the tower collapses. Anyone who is inside takes 24d10 of bludgeoning damage, and anyone who is outside takes 8d10 bludgeoning damage.
Victor, you were great. I'm impressed.
Shut
Nice job.
Shut up, I don't want to hear about it. Peasant.
What? You're being useful for once. Be happy
Not
about it.
once? I've been nothing but useful to all of you. It's you who are totally useless to me.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, let's get in. No. Robin, can you open the door? I feel like I have bad luck with doors today.
Alright. Robin is going in first.
Robin, you open the door. The flagstone floor is strewn with debris and a few old crates stand near the east wall. A torn curtain to the south partially obscures the tower vestibule. A 5-foot square indentation in the center of the floor contains 4 pulleys attached to taut iron chains that stretch up through a similarly sized hole in the rotted wooden ceiling. Standing next to the chains are 4 tall clay statues. What do you do?
What do the
Wait,
clay
there's 4
statues
tall
depict?
clay statues.
Yeah, there are 4 clay statues. They are very, very tall. But other than that, they don't exactly move. They are right next to the chains, basically.
Okay, but as I see in the floor plans, do the middle of floor 2 and 3, is it just a hole in the middle of both of them? Because it looks to be the case. Or is the wood just torn up on the upper floor?
Yeah, it's just like a hole, man.
Alright, it's
Connie,
just a
my good
hole.
friend,
You
have
just
you-
look up through the tower. Funny.
Yeah, you can see onto like the top of the tower, really.
Cool beans. What do the clay figures portray?
Honestly, they just kind of look like golems. They don't exactly do much. They're just kind of standing there with just holding the pulleys or something.
Ooh, don't trust that. My Dragon Age brain.
I mean, it's not Dragon Age, it's D&D right now.
I know. But like,
Connie,
I
have
see
you
Golem
ever
and I'm like, oh
acquaintance
yeah,
with a
these things
statue?
can come to life for sure.
What are you saying, Ravel?
My good Connie, do you have acquaintance with the statues?
Oh, the Carney did not come with you.
Oh.
The Carney stayed like a beyond the bridge.
All right. So what were the statue doing again?
So the statues are just kind of holding the pulleys right now and just not moving.
All right.
And there are no stairs? Question mark.
No, there's just like this platform in the middle.
Can I feel an air current coming from the wall or the floor?
No, not really. Except from of course, the door, obviously.
And so the chains, do they lead somewhere inside the walls, or are they just, fixed to the walls?
The chains are basically just going up. It seems to be something, a pulley system.
All right.
I have an idea. And I'm gonna say it was courtesy of my special friend. Being like... Robin just like looks down to his side, being like, good idea! Goes
Hi,
up to
Hayden.
the golem statues. And
I'm back.
like, start speaking to them. Like, hey, big guys, we're looking for a little magician of sorts. If it... And I have a feeling you hold, literally, the key to going up this tower. So if
They
you
don't
could
say
help.
anything. They don't say anything, but the pulley, they start putting the pulley a little bit, and you see a platform descending from up there. until it finally reaches down. It makes a very big sound, as it finally gets down there.
Oh yeah, thanks, Dove. Does a high five to the air.
Hayden, so you catch up. We forced Victor to dance in front of the door, and it opened it.
Yep, that was actually the solution to the
Oh my god,
fucking thing.
oh my god, it's like in Mother 3.
Yes, it is.
I was
actually.
about to say it's like in Wakfu, when Rule has to open the door to his vault and he has to do a Dance Revolution thing.
Oh,
But
there too,
our references
bruh.
are just not the same. So what do you do now that the platform is has descended?
Well, I guess we're going up.
I guess we're going up.
You guys are going up.
Going up.
Okay, you step onto the platform, and you are slowly heaved up by the strong golems. You see on the second floor dust and cobwebs that fill this completely, empty room. Wooden floor of which is badly rotted and partially collapsed. Then you go up another floor with, this time, the same. The floor is partially destroyed, leaving a gash in the northwest wall and slimy black mildew on the walls. The wooden floor is completely rotted, started falling apart. And still, when you reach the fourth floor, unlike the levels below, this room shows signs of recent habitation. And although the place reeks of mold and mildew, it has plenty of creature comforts, including a cozy bed, a desk with matching chair, bright tapestries, and a large iron stove with plenty of wood to feed it. Light enters through arrow slits as well as through dirt-caked windows with broken shutters. Other features of the room include a standing suit of armor and a wooden chest. Old wooden rafters bend under the weight of the tower roof, which has somehow remained intact. Mounted to the rafters are pulleys around which hangs iron chains that support the tower's elevator platform.
Hello, is anyone there?
No one says anything.
Don't
Investigation.
need to be shy. We have cookies.
So if you're searching the room a little bit, you find some remains of what happens to be pages of a journal that are just kind of burning away.
Oh boy, I love journals.
Yes, but right now, unfortunately, they're not legible anymore. They're just completely they're burning to a crisp. But for the little you can see is that one particular page is missing from it. Or maybe it is just completely burnt. Who knows? So you have, of course, this suit of armor that is just kind of standing against a wall. There's a bit of a roll investigation. Can everyone roll investigation real quick?
I'm not investigating again.
15.
All right. You have a particularly well-developed nose. Let's say that, Robin. So you start sensing a bit of a lavender aroma that emanates from the wooden chest. You notice that it is actually unlocked. It doesn't have to be any kind of lock on it or anything.
All right.
Do you open it?
Yeah.
You open it, kind of strain for it, and then inside, it contains the severed head of a human, particularly a Vistana. Its flesh kind of has a waxy complexion and has been embalmed with something particular. It is, just very oily. Couldn't really recognize it right away, but it seems to have very well conserved the little body that it has.
Just the head, huh? They must have not have had a lot of embalming stuff.
Yeah. I mean, what did they do with the rest of the body, I guess?
Who knows?
Hey, Victor,
Okay.
this guy pulls up the head.
Oh, disgusting. No, I don't. I don't know every single person that lives in Barovia.
It's good to check.
Plus, I mean, this person is a Vista. Vistani tend to really just go around and leave this place. They're the only people who can.
I don't know if it will be very polite to just bring this head to the Vistani Camp, doesn't it? I guess we'll make some answers, but also some enemies.
True. Way too true.
So nothing else to be seen?
Not at first sight.
Well, let's keep looking then.
Well, it's mostly, like I said, very comfortable places and everything. There's a lot of, things to be able to write, this sort of things. In particular, the one thing that really takes your attention is just the suit of armor in particular. It is kind of peculiar, and for some reason, something in the area surrounding it captures you, enraptures you.
I'll look it up. It runs in the family. We love armors.
The armor is
Hey,
seems
armor,
to
are
be
you named
ancient.
Alphonse?
Stop. The armor does not move at all. However, you can, since you have quite a few knowledge about, well, armors, Ravel, I can tell you that this suit of armor is particularly ancient. Of course, you're not of the area, so you don't exactly know, like, culture, surroundings, the type of armor that were there. However, like, looking at the state of it, you can very easily tell that it is probably at least 200 years old, something like that. It's very ancient.
Wow. This armor is very old. What surprises more is that it's supposed to be a mage tower. Why would a mage wear heavy armor? Why would he have that at home?
It just looks cool.
That's true, Joshua. Point taken.
I kind of look through the cracks in the armor to see what's inside.
There's nothing inside. It just seems to be kind of an empty void.
When you mean empty void, you mean like actually void or just nothing?
I mean, you can see through it.
Oh.
Can't see through it. Yeah, no, that's sus.
I wish I could detect magic around these parts, but of course I can't.
I really want to pick it apart, but I feel like I shouldn't pick it apart.
Does Joshua have it?
Have what?
Detect magic. The answer?
Oh, you can't use magic in here.
Oh, yeah! Right.
Knock, knock
Yeah, no, because,
on the chest piece of the armor.
It does not do anything.
I'll just remove one glove to see if I can remove it, or if it's just like very...
You can't remove it.
Even like the helmet?
Yeah, no, you can't.
It's like super stock.
It's like glued together.
Alright. Hello!
Are there any
Kazan!
signals?
The moment you say that.
Oh god,
The
Ravel!
moment you say that, the armor suddenly starts moving. And it seems to, it just kind of turns its helmet towards you. And seems to be awaiting something.
Make me food?
Of all the fucking things. The suit of armor.
Hey, our
starts
kitchen
walking,
hasn't
and
been
it's
here in all the sessions.
It's fine. The suit of armor, with great difficulty, as it has been stuck to the floor for like maybe centuries at this point, finally, it does a lot of creaking sounds and everything, and starts walking towards a nearby, a nearby fireplace, and starts putting out a fire. And tries to look frantically for any kind of food.
I was joking. I'm sorry. Don't do that. It's okay, please.
It stops mid-track.
Oh.
It looks back at you with just the helmet turning.
Can you write us on some of those paper as much as you know on this place, and if there is a mage around.
Oh boy, it's time for lore dump.
By the way,
The-
is this a wizard tower on a lake?
Yes, this wizard tower is on a lake. I mean, out of character, you know.
It's the history card. Wahoo! But the wizard's name. Oh, the wizard's name is the thing on the door, and his servant is the armor, and they shall guide us to what we seek. Hooray!
I'm gonna be honest. When you said the name on the door, I was gonna be like, no, I thought it said keep out.
No, keep out. Keep out was on the was on the piston. the wagon. So while you guys are talking and everything, like at this point, Victor is very fascinated by how the armor works, and he's like, I want one for myself. That sounds very useful to have like a servant like that. Anyways, so the armor has written as much as they could on a piece of paper, and you find basically you start reading it. And it's a lot of lore dump on the history of the tower, really. Let's go. One of the men employed by Strahd to raise Castle Ravenloft was an arch-wizard named Kazan. After his work on the castle was complete, Kazan retired to the Barovin Valley and built a tower for himself on the small island on Lake Baratok. With the help of some engineers and laborers, he also built an earth and gravel causeway connecting the island with the nearby shore. In his waning years, Kazan visited the Amber Temple and discovered the secret to becoming a lich. He returned to his tower and was able to complete the transformation. Some years later, after Strahd became a vampire, Kazan paid a visit to Castle Ravenloft with the notion of challenging Strahd for rulership of Barovia. Instead, much to Kazan's surprise, Strahd persuaded him to serve as an advisor in matters of magic. When not advising Strahd, the Lich spent most of his time in the Amber Temple, trying to master the secret of Demilichdom, and the hope of finding a way to magically project his spirit beyond the confines of Strahd's realm. Unfortunately, my master's efforts failed, and Kazan destroyed himself. Nowadays, his remains lie entombed in the catacombs of Ravenloft. This tower has stood empty for ages. You are now my new masters.
Alright.
Free animated armor buddy?
That's pretty cool.
I mean, probably just for the tower, but yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Can you leave this place, my dear friend?
I am bound to this place, is written on the paper.
I see. Well, we'll be sure to come back as much as we can, so we can keep some company with you, because you're so far very delightful.
It just, turns the helmet and tries its best to nod, but it can't, so it just moves the entire body.
He's just bopping up and down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god, he should do the door dance with us!
Yo!
Let's go!
We should all do
Flash
the door
mob!
dance!
Let's go!
Dude, now you know what I want to do? I want to do an animation where everyone is doing the door dance with like some kind of music. If you guys have a music to like...
Do 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 do.
I
do 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 do.
I can that would be very funny. Like honestly, I think that's gonna be my next animatic.
Which is good because the motion is going to be the exact same for everyone. That's gonna be easy enough to animate.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just the arms.
Absolutely. Yeah!
Okay. I just have to go to like the bathroom real quick, but I'll be right back. Then,
oh yeah, right.
Maybe think of something to ask the armor or something. I guess.
Okay, so it is supposed to guide us to what we see. Okay, what kind of info are we missing? Like, oh, I mean, I guess we can just straight up ask the armor, hey, how do we get out of Barovia?
I can
Would
already
you
tell
know
you what the
anything
answer's
on the
probably going to be.
subject?
I've already got an idea. It starts with an R and ends with an edgicide.
Wait, Reagan.
Regicide.
Regicide. Basically, we kill Strahd.
Oh, I was gonna ask who's Reggie.
Reggie Fils-Aimé. No!
Reggie is not fucking welcome here.
His body
His
is not
body
ready.
is not ready. Let's go. Okay, I need to get some water. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I have ran out of cola. I
Oh,
mean, I still
unfortunate.
have enough to hydrate myself for the time being, but oh dear. It's just... Buying hydration, it's so heavy. And you need so much of it. I'm going to go broke.
Y'all still need to pay for water?
No, I mean, I drink cola instead of water, unfortunately.
You should invest in water.
I should, but my taste buds say no.
Tell your taste buds to suck an egg. Or something.
I'm tired. Do 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 do.
You wanna know what I should invest in?
What?
Crypto.
Getting a different job, one that pays me on time. Instead of the
Yeah.
one where I'm currently having to wait for an entire other paycheck. Or an entire month worth of paychecks.
Don't you like sue them for that?
They could probably just say it's a problem with the program, which it probably is. And I don't think they're intentionally withholding it.
Okay, but as someone that works in development and in ID, when most of the time when people say it's a problem with the programs, the problem is usually between the computer and the chair.
I mean, you could at least like, you could send them an email or just straight up tell them, hey, I'm waiting for my paycheck. Please hurry up.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah.
Dude, my company pays us on time, because believe me, if they don't, everyone
If
is
they
gonna be
don't,
so
people are
fucking
going
mad.
to riot. Understandably
Yeah.
so.
French people
Because
won't
they're
fuck around.
French.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Wow.
Also, Owl made some pumpkin pie, and it's very good for my happiness, but very bad for my diet.
I'm so sorry. I didn't put that much sugar into it.
Okay.
And I mean, pumpkin
So-
is good for you.
A bit of a
Yes.
wild question maybe, but considering the tarot is like, the servant's gonna guide us to what we seek, I'm just gonna ask straight up, hey, Do you know how we could get out of Barovia well? Or like, do you know?
It, yes.
Just do you know how
Um,
we get out? Let us out.
it
Please
just,
help.
out of Barovia, it just shakes its head.
Oh well, it was worth a try. It was maybe a bit of a broad question.
Mm-hmm.
Would killing Strahd possibly help?
It doesn't exactly do anything, except just move its arms, just,
Oh
you know.
no.
A shrug?
It's, as much of a shrug as you can get from an armor.
How knowledgeable are you of this country and the people in it?
It kind of reaches for, it kind of like does, this movement. As in, like, with the hand when you don't exactly know that much.
Have you ever heard of someone named Aurelia?
It just shakes its head.
Have you ever heard of... wait, who are we looking for again?
We're looking for a few people.
Let me
like... You're looking for Morelia. There's a Benelius.
Shakes its head. Nope.
I mean, I'm
Wait, so
gonna
how
say for
long have you been
reasons that
dormant?
Ravel is going down the list, you know.
How long have you been, like, asleep, actually?
Kind of, reaches for the piece of paper because that would be a bit difficult to, like, answer without it. But since the death of my master.
Alright, so I guess
Which
we
was a
can't really ask you about
long
current
time
events.
ago. So, we have this... Is the spell for the, like, big teleport circle incomplete? Or just, like, not fit for... teleporting out of Barovia? Not asking the armor.
What are you asking?
Asking the
What are you
DM.
asking?
The spell...
Yeah, but what are you asking?
Like, the spell that, Victor has, the teleportation thing, that we're trying to, have us have a way out of Barovia, possibly, with.
Yeah, what do you want to know about it?
Like, is the spell itself, like, fit for out of Barovia teleportation, and Victor just isn't strong
That
enough
you
to
don't
do
know.
it? Okay, yeah.
It's that you don't know. It's just that Victor seems to not be casting it well enough. As in, because
Okay.
he is self-taught. He is self-taught and doesn't know how to properly pronounce the spell and doesn't know how to properly, carve the actual, sigil for it.
So I
So it's a bit of
guess
a mix of just it's just a very difficult spell that he is kind of homebrewing, and it's kind of difficult.
Has your master ever managed to teleport out of Barovia, or has he ever attempted to?
He already answered that question. He mentioned that he tried to broaden his
oh
influence
yeah,
out
he
of
tried.
Barovia.
Right, he tried to spiritual project out of Barovia and it didn't work.
Worse than that, it destroyed him.
Yeah.
Well,
Which
I
is
have a good news
unfortunate.
and bad
So
news,
basically, it
Victor.
killed the Lich.
Victor, the bad news is we can't use teleportation to go out of Barovia. The good news is maybe your spell worked, but even if it worked, it kills people.
Well, that was fucking useless. A
Well, we
true waste
haven't
of
asked it
time.
directly. Like, show your spell. Maybe we could ask it about the wizard who could help us out. A different one. The same one. Shrugs.
I mean, not this one, obviously. This one is very much dead. But
I
The
don't
other
know,
one,
the master
possibly.
of this land is undead. That wizard used to be undead.
Possibly. I suppose we'll have to see. But for now, it seems that this idea of mine is going to have to go on the back shelf. Not that I'm going to give up, mind you.
I mean, we still have that crazy mage that fishes with thunder.
Maybe he would be callous enough to actually try it out.
I don't know. I could eat some fish right now.
Well, we are surrounded by a lake, so knock yourself out after that. I can tell you that I'm not going to be wasting a spell just to go fishing.
So I'd rather go home at your mama's place and enjoy the company of your skeleton cats.
He's already here, mind you. You know, there's like a skeleton cat that just kind of pokes out of his bag. So I already have company, and I would rather not be in the same room as my parents ever again.
Yeah. So, just so we're clear, we still have to stick together.
Yes, but that doesn't mean I have to fish for you.
Oh, no, obviously. If we just tingly hard, we probably won't be able to fish anything anyway. Anywho.
So you said you were looking for something.
Well, some prophecy told us that this... Can we give you a name, please? Can we call it Clank? I love Clank. Robin, what do you think? Joshua Clank, can we call it Clank?
That feels mildly offensive.
Oh, yeah.
the armor does its best to shrug.
What do you want to be called?
Again,
Okay.
just a shrug.
I'm not calling you Shrug. Anywho, the tarot card told us that he shall show us the way of what we need to go to. If I remember correctly, so I guess we have to figure out somehow.
Gosh.
Okay, if I look at the description again, knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. A lich, a wizard becoming a lich tried to... Well, tried to boot Strahd off his high horse, but instead got recruited.
Yeah, that's the Strahd method for you. He's too good.
He's too
Very convincing,
charming. Oh
yes.
no.
He is.
Convincing recruiting a lich is kind of impressive, though.
He's just that hot. What can I say?
I don't want to throw him flour or anything, but yeah, I wouldn't mess with that.
So yeah, anything else you wanna?
Okay, the lich is buried under Ravenloft. Like
yes, it is.
What that
Hunter?
implies to me, it feels like maybe a spell component is a lich bone or something. I'm just spitballing.
No, but when you mean Ravenloft, do you mean Ravenloft Castle or just the whole region in general?
It writes down Ravenloft Castle.
Alright. So he used to hang out at the Humber Temple, doesn't it? So... I guess we could find some clue about him there, but it's not gonna help us much in our progress, I think. Unless...
Victor pipes up like, well, from what I've heard from, this Dusk Elf, apparently the Ember Temple does have incredibly powerful, powers, mind you. However, it is a very dangerous area. After all, if someone was able to get lichdom out of it, I don't think it is very surprising that it is a very deadly place to be in.
Yeah, I don't think I want to be a lich. Do you, Victor? Do you want to be a lich?
That depends.
It was a rhetorical question. I expected you to say no.
Of course, I would not say no without knowing all of the circumstances. If I'm able to be a lich and be out of Barovia, then yes, I would absolutely.
Hey Joshua, wouldn't you like to be a lich?
Actually, no.
Oh my
We've
Lichdom's
god.
kind
already
of
been
looked
through
down
it.
upon.
Yeah, Hayden has been already through like Lichdom.
Yeah, I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two.
Been
We are
there,
farmers.
done
Ba,
that.
ba, 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 ba. But on a more serious note, Lichdom's not really seen as a good thing
I mean, yeah, of course.
in our circles. As in, like, even if it's done morally, it's
Generally
still seen
kinda
as an
turns you
affront to death.
evil. Like vampires. Generally that turns you evil.
I'm more saying, like, it's an affront to our god.
Oh, if that's the only reason, then. I'm just saying, if you need your
I think it's
god
a
to actually
damn
point
good
out
reason
what is.
since I get my
If
power
you
from
need
him.
your god to be the one to point out what is good and what is not, I mean, really, do you really think for yourself?
Victor, there is no magic here. Do you
Got it.
really want to make enemies out of us?
I'm not making enemies out of
I'm putting it on his shoulder.
I am just talking. You can handle talking now, can you?
Oh, no, I can handle talking, but you can't handle me. At least in this tower.
You really just went, can you handle fist?
The backhand.
He looks like a pissed cat, you know, like the cat that he has in his backpack. But he backs off.
Sorry.
Oh god, he does have a cat in his backpack, right?
He does have a cat in his backpack. It's just that it's just a, you know, it's a dry bone cat.
Dry bones.
It's a dry bone cat.
Dominic! It's
Does that-
Dominic!
Does that mean an alive cat is wet cat?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Okay,
You
there is
sure
just-
up, man.
So does it mean that a dry cat is just like an alive cat is just a wet pussy?
No.
You sure up, man!
I hate it. That's what you said, Nebel. God fucking damn it.
If we have a skeleton cat in the box, is he dead or is he alive?
Both. Undead.
I think no matter if you put it in the box or not, it's a bit
I do not know if the cat in the box is dead or alive.
Nor
Shut up.
haunted.
Anyways,
Where should we go now? So, dear piece of armor, do you know anything that could help us in our quest, or any magical item, artifacts, anything that could be useful to us in this tower or in this vicinity, at the bottom of the lake, perhaps? Joshua, please, not in front of
Oh,
gods.
you know what? Actually,
That was out of character.
hey, this is probably a little too recent for you to answer, but also, who is this man? Points at the decapitated head.
okay, first you're gonna answer to like the decapitated man doesn't know, just shrugs.
Yeah, understandable.
Oh no.
As in, like, actually, funnily enough, like it shrugs, but actually does reach for a piece of paper and says that I do not know of who this head belongs to. However, it was brought by another man who has lived here for a little while. It was brought by a man who is a pretty old-looking, seems to be a hunter of some sort.
An old-looking
So
hunter?
not Courtney, I guess.
Hmm.
Has some gray hair, a little bit balding, with very wide way to speak, and yes, in a monster hunter garb.
Have we seen him before?
The description does not really.
I guess we ought to be careful. Oh, I can only imagine him doing dances to open the door.
That's so funny.
Oh, is there like a window peeking to like the ground from the last floor?
Yes.
Okay.
But
When we
also
leave,
the
wait.
previous floor, like the second and third floor are like still rotten that I think if you stand on the floor there you will just break through.
I mean, maybe. Yeah, but maybe like this person just used like the elevator like normal people, you know, like you guys.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking like, what if I put the piece of like before we go, I let the piece of armor in front of like the window, and you can watch people as they're trying to dance their way into the tower.
I just love the fact that it's just a, you know, it's an actual thing. because that's the thing. I was actually so surprised because I read how the puzzle worked like in the bus, and I was trying to not laugh because I was imagining Kazan dancing to enter.
Yeah.
Just you have before you enter, you have to do the Macarena.
Yeah. What can I say? Well,
Yeah. So you were saying, Ravel, you were asking for like if there's anything that can help.
yeah, anything useful in the vicinity, magical items, or I don't know, gold.
So he kind of leans in and just has like a kind of scribbles something, and written on it, he just holds it up like, like treasure.
All right. Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Something that could help us.
Once asked for like a treasure of some sort, it turns around, with a very big screech, a little bit, a screeching metal sound, and then goes to retrieve something. It's right behind like where it was stationed, and it pulls the stones out of the wall, revealing the treasure beyond. He takes the thing and turns around once more and offers it to you, Ravel. And inside of it, and from what it is a kind of in a silk, a bit of something that is silk, and it's in fact a book.
Is it okay for me to take it? Are you sure?
It kind of just tries to nod as best as it can.
Alright, I take the book and try to look for the cover.
The moment you touch it, it feels like there's... Well, your senses as a paladin kind of tingles. It seems to be something of great evil. Not exactly the book itself, but maybe the prior owner of it.
Ooh. I guess it belonged to your old master, didn't it?
If you open it, unfortunately, there is nothing written in it at the moment. You kind of go around and everything. Do you have anything else you want to ask the armor before?
Yeah, I was asking if it used to belong to his old master.
Okay, so first of all, takes a, little piece of it and says that no, does not belong to his master, but to an old friend of his master.
Okay. There was also that book that just burned. For some reason.
It seemed to have been the journal of the person who had been residing here. I'm talking about the monster hunter. After writing in it, the person just threw it into the fire. However, it seems the armor has spotted someone else coming to retrieve the journal, or at least retrieve at least one page. A woman, from what he could tell, a woman with kind of frizzy hair and colorful clothes.
Never met someone like that, did they?
No, it doesn't really ring a bell either. It was someone with a prosthetic, so no, you haven't.
Millennia. All right. Do you know any idea we could like decipher this book? I mean, it seems pretty blank to me now.
It might be because of the aura of, that is stopping the magic from working. Maybe the moment you take it out of the tower, it is possible that it might start revealing something.
All right.
Makes sense.
Well, we'll see about that. Victor, if it's a magic book, maybe I'll be indulgent and lend it to you for a little bit. If that interests you, obviously.
Yes, I would say it interests me greatly. And he kind of hands, he kind of gets his hand forward to maybe have it be handed to him.
Not for now. We have to see if we can read it for now.
Well, if we can read it, I am going to read it out loud to you. It's not.
No. Just, it's fine. Let me enjoy my treasure for a while.
Alright.
By the way, did you have anything else to do?
I think we're good.
I think we're good.
The armor, before you go, just writes another little thing and props it up in front of him, like, thank you for giving me a name.
Do you like it? Would you want another one?
I've never had one, but I will cherish this one.
All
Thank you.
Clank.
Well, I'm happy I made it then.
Cling, and it kind of it clings away and goes back to stand at the spot where it was, and it just goes back to stillness.
All right.
Cling, my beloved.
Clang, my beloved.
Yay.
Guess we can go now.
We can schmoo.
If you step back on the platform, it just lowers automatically. There's a bit of noise, it's creaking and everything, but you're able to exit the tower without too much fuss.
Poggers.
However, the moment you exit the tower, well, let's just say that the explosion of the wagon did not just attract the attention of the carny.
Yeah.
In fact, you hear multiple wolves howling.
Normal wolves or?
I mean, you wouldn't know like right away.
Is the door of the tower still open?
It is still open.
Okay, let's get inside the tower and close the door. They can't get us.
We have to dance to come in.
Yeah, dancing wolves.
I mean, do you guys have any kind of attack to attack from a distance?
I have produced flame, but no.
Yeah.
You
Not-
can't do anything.
I
There's
have
no
a
magic here.
dagger that I can throw once.
Oh, and
Well,
Yeah,
with
it will fall on you.
Yeah, right. Without magic, we're kind of fucked.
I mean, I'm not.
So do you
Oh.
guys close a?
We can hide and see if they stay here for a while.
All right. Okay, so you hide inside of the tower.
Yes.
Yeah,
Close
alright.
the door and we wait.
All right.
We're gonna watch, like, if we can watch them,
The-
I want to know if they're normal wolves or the wacky kind.
Yeah, maybe go to the second floor and try to look up through a window or something.
Okay, so the werewolves come from the Svalish,
course
the
they
west
are.
side of the Svalish woods. They come running, and they start, looking off and seeing if there is anything of worth. They see the flaming cart and try to look for anything of that could be eaten, possibly, but they are very quickly disappointed. At this point, the carny seems to have disappeared, probably somewhere else, so they're not going after him.
Good for him.
Then, maybe, so are you guys trying to hide or anything at all?
No, we're hiding in the tower.
Sort of.
We're
I'm
prob-
not trying too hard to hide.
I'm trying to hide, but I want to
Wanna
see
see-
what they are, so maybe I'm not like the last floor looking through a window or
Mm.
something.
Okay, well, in this case, unfortunately, I
peeking
will say
through.
that they do spot you.
Alright.
Alright.
I'm pushing Ravel down. It's just me. Hi, fellow werewolf here. We're cool, right?
The wolf starts running full force towards the tower, and while one of them, who seems to be the leader of the pack, stops there and seems to instruct to stay there and to not move, a couple of the wolves come closer and sniff at the door and start scratching at it.
Oh, bad idea. Oh, wait! Bad idea.
That's why I asked if you guys were sure.
We're stuck
Plus,
at the
Maxim
tower,
did bring it
guys.
up.
Okay, no, stop,
Yes, you are.
stop.
Okay, I mean, it has to trigger it 3 times, so it's just gonna trigger one time
Oh,
and they're
well,
gonna die.
It's
Well, you're saying
scratching
that.
at the door. It might. Okay, oh god.
One second, let me do my thing.
Yep. All right.
Mm. Okay, I have to read the thing. 1 second. All right, everyone, roll a dexterity saving throw.
What?
And Ravel, you're wearing an armor that is made of metal, right?
Yep.
You have disadvantage.
Okay.
He didn't multi-attack.
Do I have to
right?
roll?
He did.
Yeah, George.
Yeah, everyone has to roll.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ. No.
And what's the roll? I basically just. I mean, technically, I'm only stabilized. Because I don't think I was formally healed.
Yeah, no, don't worry. You were healed by the Carney, so you got the your cure wounds, and you actually healed to full health.
How much?
You were healed to full health. Don't worry.
Full health.
Crazy. Anyways,
Okay, now
fuck.
dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Put him in the chat.
1 sec.
Oh no.
I'm gonna say an 8.
So is it
No, you failed. It was a DC 15.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you
A
all
part of me
failed,
doesn't-
guys.
I don't want to risk rolling disadvantage. I got an 8 anyway.
Yep, you don't have to roll
Because-
another time.
Oh,
Don't worry, I'm
no.
rolling on the floor. I'm rolling on the floor. 1 second. Let me see. Okay,
Oh,
so
no.
20D. Okay, it's fine. It's not as much damage as for the explosion.
TBK.
Honestly, very likely.
That's so stupid though. Imagine you live on the tower, someone knocks at the door and you die. Even though you live inside the tower.
Oh yeah, no, dude. Okay, actually, I mean, the door shocks you when you hit it, so you have to be
Yeah, but
kind
we're
of
like-
stupid to hit it 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We're like on the top floor.
alright, so you guys all take 10 damage. 10 lightning damage.
Alright.
God, and the
Oof.
whole tower got zapped. That's so
Oh,
wacky.
yeah, and okay, don't worry about the people outside because they also got zapped. It seems that the lightning has enveloped the entire tower. It
Wacky.
has taken the entire tower, and it is up to 10 feet. 10 feet away from the tower is enveloped in there. So some of the walls just took a lot of fucking damage. So at least 2 of them lie dead.
Well,
Now I might start having to roll initiative because it is going to become time sensitive because the lightning does not stop.
oh no.
And the wolves are kind of fucking stupid and might continue to attack the door.
Okay.
And if they attack it 3 times...
Okay, well, if
my
you want us to
fucking
roll
God.
initiative, yeah. Or are we using the previous initiative or somewhere?
We could use the prior ones if you want.
No, I
They're
mean,
werewolves.
I would
Like, what the
rather
fuck are we
try to
supposed to do?
reroll. Yeah, okay, that's much better.
Alright, 1 second, I'm mapping it out. Also, yeah, Hayden, what is your... Do you want to reroll your initiative?
Sure. Oh, that's an 18. I'm balling.
Hell yeah.
I still think it's super dumb that you get punished for being inside the house when people are knocking at your door.
Yeah, no, that is pretty stupid.
I'm gonna go with this initiative right now, so that it leaves you a chance. Maybe let's put a bit more of a time-sensitive kind of music in the background. Something a bit more pressing.
Okay.
Something oppressing.
I can go back with the battle music. Yeah.
The goal is gonna be to get the heck out of this tower now.
Dancing
Before
with the Wolves
it decides to
combat
just...
theme. Yeah, that's right.
Mm.
Oop. Skip.
Alright. Just so you know, as long as the effect persists, any creature that enters the lightning for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there is going to take damage. And if you really must know, the lightning is not going to lessen because the lightning is going to last for 10 minutes.
Oh, dear lord.
What I will do is have the wolves attack the door at each of their turns, meaning that you only have 2 full turns to make your escape. If you do not manage to escape at this time, you will be buried under the tower.
Oh no.
With that being said,
Oh no. Our armor. Clank! He can't leave!
Clank.
We gotta save the tower!
Well, maybe if you stop it before Clank
I will
gets
fucking
destroyed, maybe you
try.
stop. In this case, Robin, it's your turn.
I am.
So you guys are currently at the 2nd floor, right?
Yeah, I think so. We're at a window.
Yes. So you are at the front window, I'm pretty sure. It's the one that is facing the entrance. And thankfully it wouldn't take too long to get out. Maybe a bit of dexterity is going to be needed. However, since you start your turn inside of the lightning...
10 more damage. Or is that on the next one? Is she rolling? Hello?
20 damage.
Oh, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, it's kind of 4d10.
Cool, cool, cool. You just got to re-roll that. That's crazy. I went 1 HP.
Well, yeah. As long as the effect persists, any creature that enters the lightning for the first time on a turn, it starts its turn, there takes 22, as in 4d10 lightning damage. So, no, it doesn't say anything about rolling.
This is the dumbest shit I've seen in D&D.
You could have avoided it!
Why does something that protects the tower kills the people who lives inside?
Because no one lives in there for a while, and it's just a protection system, and it also does not affect the actual lich, because liches are immortal.
Fair.
Anyways.
Either way.
I am screaming out of the window, fellas, stop. This is not gonna go anywhere. We're all just going to get hurt and fucking die.
Are you gonna use your turn for that?
I mean, if I can
Are
use
you
my
using your turn for persuasion?
I mean, I can use my movement to get out still, though.
Mm-hmm. It will require a successful acrobatics.
And if I'm not successful, I'm probably gonna take fall damage, do I?
Yes.
Which I can't afford right now.
Mm-hmm. But also, if you stay there, and if the lightning is probably still gonna be there,
The lightning is
you
gonna
will pass out
stay.
anyway.
I will also pass out. That is true. I mean, I can use my movement after my action, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So first action.
But I do consider, like, I might consider, like, jumping, stabilizing yourself maybe as an action, possibly, I don't know. Have to think about it. I mean, sure, go ahead. You do your action however you want.
Yeah, no, like, fellow werewolves, stop, just stop, this is just going to kill us all, please.
Persuasion?
Yep. Of course, this is when the dice are going to fucking hate me. Nat 1, baby.
That one. Oh dear lord. Nebel.
TPK! TPK!
TPK. Nebel, you're tempting me to have them have an action right now.
No, please.
You're tempting me.
No, I don't want that.
I know you don't want that, but you're tempting me.
There are many ways to do a nat 1. I'm in very danger of going unconscious anyway, so I don't know, Chief.
I mean, everyone is in danger right now. Alright. I will say that while you're saying all of that, most of them just really don't fucking care. And a couple of them are actually going to make their way around the scaffolding. So that you'll get a nasty surprise once you get down there. That's the best I will say, because, I mean, my other option is just to have them just attack a little further.
Guys, you're actively getting zapped to death. They're
Oh,
so
like
stupid.
Oh no, they are stepping away, like, technically 10 feet away. They're not getting hurt. You are, though. They are just like a couple ones that are staying at the door because they remark that every time they attack it, you also get zapped as fuck. Anyways, you wanted to evacuate?
Yeah. Let's see if I've crash and burn. Athletics. Athletics, acrobatics, doesn't matter, it's the same modifier. That's a 6. You're going to dice jail.
Yeah, you're going to do dice jail indeed. So Nebel, so Robin, you try to jump onto the scaffolding. Unfortunately, the scaffolding is very, well,
And I'm a little
is very rickety.
from Zappy.
There are rotting wooden beams that support the scaffolding, which groans and creaks with the slightest breeze. So the moment you step on it, it almost collapses. The moment you kind of step on it and you just kind of have the area that you step on that kind of wobbles, and it's enough for you to actually fall. You take
I mean, it doesn't matter
2d6 per...
I mean, it doesn't matter, I'm at
Yeah,
1
you take-
HP, I'm down anyways.
Yeah, you are down.
I'm
You
down.
step on it and you fall to the ground and you are down. But
I
you
am
still remain,
out.
unfortunately, in the area that is hit by lightning.
Yeah, so that's unfortunate.
That's
for
gonna be an
sure.
issue.
That's gonna be a
It's
big
gonna be an
issue. This whole situation is a big issue.
Yeah, one that you could have avoided because Maxim, I told you guys so.
Sorry, common sense doesn't
Ravel
work.
had a lot of good ideas this session. Well, okay, it wasn't his idea to open the keep out sign. That was just a nat one.
That one was just because
That
two
was a
people
nat
had done a nat
one.
1. Two people had done a nat 1, and I was like,
This was a fail. I understand why you followed this line of logic, for sure.
Yeah.
It's the game that's stupid. I'm just too smart for it. When in zombie apocalypse, you stay in home. You don't go out and hug zombies. Same here. Why does electric fence kill cattle inside the prairie? It doesn't make sense.
It's not my... It's written on there. It's not my fault. Either way, unfortunately you are down, and well, do you want to... Usually, do you do like the saving throw, like the death saving throw, the round where you're down?
No,
The round after? Okay, thanks. Okay. Oh my god, you're gonna be in so much shit next round if someone does not come to help you.
For real.
Because you're at least going to get hit by the lightning. which
is
will
2 failures.
be like 2 fails.
Yeah.
So if you do 1 failure, you're fucking dead. Joshua, your turn.
Yeah.
You know,
I can't use
dying-
magic.
Joshua, by the way, you get hit by lightning.
You know, dying
I know,
is
bummer.
one thing. Having to face your one time
26
out
lightning
where you
damage.
made a deal that
Oh
you
my!
cannot.
I'm down again. I should have stayed outside.
All right. Well, that does that. It's gonna be Victor's turn.
Victor, we're dying. Are you dying? You are
Aren't
a wizard.
we all? We're all gonna die one day. 9, 11, and 14. He was lucky enough. He is still up, but barely. He is looking for a way out. Is looking at all of you guys absolutely falling after one another. I mean, some more literally than others, right, Robin? And is going to try to haul you. He's seeing around and he's getting his cat is kind of running. The cat is still is trying to hide like close by, and he's getting it like very close to his body to try to protect it from the lightning. And it attempts to he attempts to maybe drag Joshua, but he's not strong at all, so unfortunately he can't do that. So he quickly decides, okay, you know what? I'm gonna jump on the scaffolding. Fuck that! I'm escaping. I'm jumping on the scaffolding.
You know, I guess there was very much something to the feeling of dread going towards this place, and also the fact that our magic doesn't work here, which is very bad. Very bad news.
No shit! I'm a mage! Okay, he rolled a 15. Okay, he jumps on the scaffolding. Thankfully, he is very, very fucking skinny and everything. So he jumps on it and does not have the entire thing fall onto him. He almost falls. It was a very close call. He almost falls, and he's breathing very heavily. There are like the wolves that are absolutely barking and howling. But still, he decides to take the ladder and jump down there to try to go and get your body out of the area with the lightning.
I mean, I'm pretty short, and I mean, I'm a hobo from the street. I'm probably not.
Yeah, no,
very
unfortunately,
well nourished.
No, he can't. He can't lift you.
He is a scrawny
And
little bean.
That'll have to be all for his action. He's just kind of standing in front, and just praying them in. Ravel,
did he get?
Ravel.
So, is Victor out of the zappy radius now?
No, he's not.
Oh, we're
He's
fucked.
not, because like right outside of the zappy range, they are the wolves.
Yeah, that.
Ooh, 13. 18. You take 18 damage, Ravel.
And I
Okay, so you go down the elevator. Okay. Well, right now, Cling is deactivated. Just yell Kazan! And you hear behind you, there's like a cling, 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 and then suddenly you hear, and like all of a sudden, like on the platform, it's like a poof. It kind of destabilizes you on the elevator. Cling has jumped onto the platform, from the 4th floor and is now next to you and kind of just serving a bit as an optional wall. I don't remember how many HPs it has, but it has a bunch. Either way, it is right there and is going to be next to you to like fight wolves.
Songe, is your mic not activated?
As yeah, I'm gonna try to stay outside of the thunder radius, and yeah, unless you allow me to take an action or something.
Okay, sure, go ahead.
Can I try to intimidate the wolves with Clank with me?
Sure, go ahead, roll intimidation.
Fuck me.
You know what, let's give you advantage because you do have Clang with you.
Clang, help action.
That's better.
That's way better.
That is a 22. Some of the wolves cower and go further away. It means that they won't be hit by the lightning next round, but they will also not attack the door.
So we have an opening?
Well, at least for the front door.
Cool beats. I say we as if any of us are going
Yeah, no,
to
you're
live
dead.
to
Bro, you're on the
next
floor.
one.
You're dying.
Yeah, but...
The wolves are growling at you and are going to mostly attack you, Ravel, possibly, and try to attack Victor. Alright.
They're both still in the radius, so if they enter, I mean, if they want to get zapped.
Okay. It doesn't hit Ravel, however, it does hit Victor, who gets bitten in a way that is quite gnarly. He lets out a grunt and holds his shoulder, trying to stop the blood that is gushing out. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem that he's going to stand up for very long. Robin, it is back to your turn, and you automatically take 2 failed dice.
It's 2 failed.
Yeah, it's 2 failed dice if you are down.
What? Just 1, not
You
2.
No, it's...
When you take damage while you're down, you take 2 failures, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay,
it's
I mean,
very powerful.
I usually rule it out as only 1.
So, Robin, it is time for you to roll your first and might be your last death saving throw.
Well, the odds are certainly not in my favor.
They are not in your favor.
Oh, this is terrible. Because, you know what's worse than facing death? Facing whatever get out of jail free card once offer you do not know what you're signing up for that you said you were giving us.
Mm-hmm.
That's honestly worse.
Mm-hmm.
Because knowing Robin's character, he will take it. He is trying to stay the fuck alive. I'm stalling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a 12 actually. Oh, cool.
That
For
works. You survive one more turn.
now.
Yay.
That was something. Joshua, you also take 2 fails. And it is now your turn to roll your first and maybe last death saving throw.
This... I don't like this.
Me neither.
Yeah, honestly, this sucks.
Why did we do this?
I don't know.
Strahd.
This is my first character death, I guess. I haven't even rolled yet, but... Oh boy. My fucking god.
Oh,
A 15.
yeah.
This succeeds. You survive one
On
more
the
turn.
edge of my seat.
Congratulations.
You aren't lying though about one more turn, because you know those wolves are gonna just fucking bite the door again and we're just gonna explode.
Everything's fine. Right now, Ravel and Clang are protecting the door.
Wait, did they attack the door last time?
They didn't attack the door last time.
They didn't! Ooh, okay, we have 2 more.
Alright. Victor is trying to, well, protect your body, Robin, and trying to protect himself, but right now he is absolutely, like, on the floor, almost dying. And he takes damage from the lightning again.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think he might pass out this turn.
He's probably gonna go down.
He's probably gonna go down this turn. Okay, no, I don't need to do all of it. Like, he took more than 20 damage. He's going down. He just, he's just clenching, and he falls to the floor. And that's the end for now. Ravel, your turn.
You're the
You
last
take
one
damage
standing.
again.
Unless.
Religious.
You stepped out of the tower?
Yes.
You stepped like 10 feet away from the tower.
Yeah, that's what.
Okay.
Yeah, change
Maybe-
of. Okay, what the fuck can I
Okay,
do?
may I suggest Clang yeets or
Yes,
almost lifeless
that's what I was
bodies
gonna
out?
Clang, change of plans. It's like a bit of the wolf I've cleared out, right? So change of plans. Clank, go up and try to evacuate as much people as you can. While you do that, I'm gonna run the fuck out and try to do some kind of diversion. I don't fucking know. If there is any kind of opening between the werewolves, and especially towards the scaffolding, I fucking run and I scream my lungs out.
Alright. So Clang steps back and goes back into the elevator to get back there to go and rescue someone.
So you can.
If they can stabilize them or anything, I don't know.
Won't be able to stabilize them, but will be able to at least take them in its arms and try to step away. Unfortunately, with the amount of movements, not gonna be able to escape the tower by next turn. So you see the people, the wolves by the scaffolding.
But, like,
So you just run at them. You don't attack them. You just scream.
I just scream and I get the fuck. I'm trying to get their attention. So if Klein gets the people to the scaffolding, he can just jumps down and let them there, or like leave them on the scaffolding.
I mean,
I
he
just want to get-
can yeet, probably. Just yeet our bodies out of the radius.
Unfortunately, it doesn't really work. You don't really get much of their attention because they have kind of 2 bodies cornered. So, plus they only have clothes on, like the bodies they had, and you have an armor. Like, they choose their praise wisely.
When you mean the scaffoldings, like down, can the werewolves reach the people on the scaffoldings?
I mean, right now the people are down the scaffoldings.
Yeah, Robin
As
and
in,
Victor
they are on the
lying,
ground.
Robin and Victor
Yeah,
are
because
lying
Robin fell.
outside. Joshua didn't make it outside.
Yeah,
Oh,
Joshua
fuck.
is still.
I didn't
on
even
the
get a
first floor.
turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Joshua is on the 2nd floor. Meanwhile, on the 1st floor, underneath the scaffoldings, are Victor and Robin.
Okay, so maybe fucking hell. Yeah, so I get okay, because I thought what the situation was. The scaffolding was up and the wolves are like waiting for them to jump down. So I guess I'm gonna try to get there and attack one of them if you allow me. Okay, just to
Go
get their
ahead.
attention.
Unfortunately, I don't think that would hit.
Thank you. They don't need anything.
Yeah,
God
you just
damn it.
swab at them, but unfortunately doesn't hit yet. You might be just a little bit more, because of the shock and everything. Still not able to do right attacks. The wolves, though, I will not have them attack you guys because you guys are already down. I don't want to precipitate it, okay? Especially since next turn you guys are kind of dead. So really, it doesn't really matter.
Oh my god, we are still in the shock radius. We
Yeah,
are
no,
just going
you guys
to
are
die.
insta-dead.
Right.
You guys are insta-dead.
We're just going to be dead.
Oh my god.
And yeah, since it is the wolves, yeah, no, we're just. Oh yeah, no, we're just dead. Yeah, that's true. We're fucking dead.
Don't you love when that happens?
I'm dead.
I mean, Victor has another shot.
Yeah, he does have another shot, though it is to know that Victor has no healing spells whatsoever.
Can't use healing spells
Well,
anyway.
he's down, so
True.
like... I'm saying
Ah, Gracia!
he hasn't yet...
Hi!
Hey, Gracia, we're
Hi,
dying.
we have a TPK!
Huh?
We're having a TPK.
So we entered this funky little wizard tower. We met a living... we met an armor that, like, belonged to a wizard who turned into a lich many hundreds of years ago. And,
Okay.
And we're now, some stupid-ass werewolves decided to show up on the turf and attack the
figured.
door, which is booby-trapped to zap the entire tower. And also, if you attack the door long enough, the entire tower collapses and everyone will fucking die. And,
That makes sense.
the amount of damage we took, Robin and Joshua are down. And, there's nothing we can do to avoid the damage for next turn, so Robin and Joshua are pretty much fucking dead.
I mean, there's always a way
We're
to...
doomed.
Mm-hmm. So, question, Gracia, did you want to have Morgan come in to help and stuff like that, or...?
No, not right now. I mean, it feels like the smart decision, but I'm not prepared to play Morgan right now.
Okay, so you're just here to, like, spectate. To spectate,
Yeah,
right?
I was just here to vibe after the session was done, I'll be honest.
Well,
I am
Unfortunately,
in no...
today's session...
Yeah, I am
was
in no...
expecting... You know, it's funny because they managed to not get killed. Like, they managed to not activate the trap. You know, when they opened the door, they immediately knew what the puzzle was. But then they thought, oh, it would be such a good idea to hide inside of the tower when the wolves attack. And the wolves attacked the tower, and then the entirety of the tower got surrounded by lightning.
Bro,
Which,
how are y'all dying? Just, like, use safe states.
Dear lord. Either way, to get back to it, the wolves are gonna try to attack you, Ravel. I'm only gonna roll, like, once, I will say. Because, you know what? Ooh, and that's one. You're lucky. The wolves, like, accidentally put themselves into the radius of the tower, and a couple of them just die because of the shock.
Oh my
Let's
god.
say that.
We're gonna luck out because the wolves just kill themselves and there's no more door bites.
Well, the...
Typical all imperious
well,
coincidence.
the thing is, the thunder is gonna last for 10 minutes anyway. We're fucked.
Oh
yeah,
my
you can't
god.
stop the lightning.
That is so dumb.
Alright. Unfortunately, now it is Robin's turn.
AKA my death.
AKA your death. Unfortunately,
Okay.
you're not strong
Let's
enough
go
to
serious.
hold back.
Yeah, this feels like a good moment to
Oh,
It is a good time.
was that the bot?
yeah.
I thought Nebel just died. This feels like a good time to leaves. No, I do want to ask before Robin dies. That one free death rule, has that been used up by the party yet, or no?
No. And I'm afraid.
Okay, cool.
I'm more afraid of that death rule to save me than death itself.
Okay, I just wanted to check that one. That was all for me. What happens now? So?
Yeah, like I said, who would win? A party of 3 level 5s, a decently strong mage, and Alphonse Elric, or a few wolves biting a door?
It seems we have our answer.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, the roomie was kind of saying because that's it's just
What-
like depends on like the circle that you're in.
Songe, what pronouns does your roommate use?
E.
He
Him?
yeah he
Yes.
him.
Tell him to roll a character.
We need it. We need it, man.
Nah.
So if you
The-
were to roll a
the classic
character,
line.
it would be a elf paladin.
Of
So
course.
you can imagine an elf paladin is here.
Of course he would.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's a good idea because he seems to really know the campaign pretty well.
He knows stuff pretty well in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone is talking during the session. We have to tell whoever's talking to them to roll a
Mhm.
character.
All right, so Robin, do you want to go into the D&D secret thing real quick?
Yes, and I shall
Ooh.
pause the recording. This is going to be completely private, I assume.
Ooh.
For funsies.
In the tower.
Hello, welcome
Well-
back.
Why?
Well, Robin has made his decision. I'm back here.
You are the father. Also, just in case you didn't see the message in chat, Hayden did leave.
Oh shit, Aiden did leave.
Which
Hayden had to go
dear
to his
Lord.
fraternity meeting.
Which
Well,
sure
then,
is a
I'll-
time.
It sure is the time because he was about to also die.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was about
I
to
said
be.
don't.
I was going to be like, I mean, Owl, you can stay downstairs because Josh was gonna have to go through the same thing
Yeah.
right after.
Yeah.
As he was leaving, I was like, "Don't worry, I'll play Joshua for you." And then he was like, "Well, I mean, it's easy. All you have to do is die." So
I mean, if he wants to die. No, I'll contact him to be like, hey, do you want to go through that?
yeah,
To just quickly, we're probably gonna do it in DM.
probably that makes sense.
I'll just keep him in stasis for a while.
Understandable.
So, Robin, you have been hit again by this lightning. And as you do that, as you are hit, it's as if all strength kind of leaves your body. What exactly did you want to do?
Well, if you'll allow me to do the cool, to pop the fuck off.
Pop the fuck off.
Where is he? There he is. And so, things seem pretty damn bleak in this danger. And with the last ounce of any sort of strength and willpower, Robin's body is covered in fur and a pair of skeletal ghostly wings emerge from his back. His eyes shoot open, shrouded in darkness. And charisma saving throw for every creature within 10 feet that can see him, I guess.
All right. That is a 6.
Welp, they become frightened.
All of the creatures, mostly like the wolves, start cowering at your form. They all howl, and a bunch of them start
It's barely
to
holding
try
itself
to
up,
get
but
away.
it's like the wings are... He can't really fly with them, but they're like raising him up. This figure just...
Mm-hmm. And after doing this, after this last display, the wings stop being able to support you, and you fall. Possibly never to get up. It is with a heavy heart to tell you that this is our first death of the campaign.
Okay. But can I also, if Ravel may be able to hear my final words?
Sure.
Oh dear Lord. There they are. As the blackness very slowly fades from his eyes, his gaze barely glimpsing the figure of Ravel. Mostly, he's just going down and talking out loud as he realizes he is about to die, which he has been avoiding for 20 years in this scary place. But none of this coming for him. How foolish I was. Giving up all these years. I'll need to have my last spark of hope extinguished with my life. Suppose I'll be joining you guys in your eternal war. How miserable. I'm sorry for forgetting your face, Luana. For losing my voice, Elandra. For losing your voice, Elandra. For not getting to see you grow up, Dove. I, Benelius, wish upon you all the happiness I lost to the mist.
And that is how you, not Robin, but Benelius, finally find... Unfortunately, you do not find peace in this death. The moment you close your eyes...
Fucking
the moment you close your eyes to never open them again, you are only finding a place shrouded in mist and darkness. And unending terror that you will never wake up from. Well, that sure was the first death of the campaign.
And a side quest marked off!
And a side quest marked off. Find Benelius. We sure found him.
You're sure done found him all along. Womp,
Wow.
womp.
There he was, all this time.
An ASMR
right.
without his wings. Fallen from grace to this dark place.
And now never to get up again. That is, honestly terrible. The idea that you just had your hopes only to have them be taken away from you. That is just horrible. As for Joshua, I don't exactly want to take a decision now, especially since he's not here. That wouldn't feel right. So I think for now, I will say that Joshua is in stasis between life and death. And just next session, or whenever he shows up again, I'll have him just to tell me what he wants. We'll deal with it later. But let's say he's in very critical state. As for the next one, so Victor is in a terrible state, but he is dealing with it. Ravel, it's your turn again.
The wolves were frightened in front of Victor and Rob. They were frightened right
Yeah.
away, right? I run towards Victor and try to get him out of the radius and try to stabilize him, if you allow me.
Yes. like I said, I don't know if you can use spells at all. So
Stabilizing is not a.
Okay.
It's a medicine
it's a
check.
medicine check. So yeah, I will just ask you to do a medicine check in this case. You don't even have to roll to lift him because he's
He's a
very
twink.
It's a 12.
he's a twink.
12 on medicine.
I'll say that's enough to at least stabilize him a little bit.
I think it's above 10 to stabilize.
Yeah.
So I guess he won't die for now. And I try to, drag him away, and I scream, Clang, please jump down, try to protect. I don't know, and I'm trying to run
Yeah,
away.
no, Kling at this point it was able to take Joshua and just run out of the building with Joshua in tow.
Okay.
So Joshua is here. He's not stabilized, but he is between life and death.
Okay, and I'm gonna.
I can say since Joshua is not here, I will say that maybe he can possibly survive and be stabilized. We already had one death in this session. Let's not go with the second one now that the person is just gone.
Not when the person is out of session. That is kind of
That's like bad etiquette.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to drag, taking on my shooter. I'm trying to dragging away Victor, and I don't know how far Clank can go outside the building since he's bound to the place.
Well, about that. Well, the moment that Clank gets out of the tower and is able to get, Joshua out of the radius, the parts of him just start scrambling. And by the time that it reaches at your feet where he puts Joshua there, all of the pieces of the armors are disentangled and it falls to ruins.
Right.
Shit.
He sure was bound to the tower.
So, are we ruling out that Joshua is going to decide if he dies or not, or should we rule that I stabilize him and we go and we drag
I
him
think
away?
we can say that he's stabilized, but that he was very much between life and death.
I'm going to stabilize them.
I guess
and
next
drag them
time you
out.
can roll to see if there's an injury.
I think absolutely. I'm going to give him an injury, absolutely.
Hmm.
Though the wolves are distinct of the wolves, not all of them run off. I'm just gonna go and fetch something real quick.
Yep.
I was inches away from just crying when I left the secret chat.
I'm so sorry.
Ooh. No, dude. I mean, yeah, sad, but also, character death. Ooh. It was my choice. That it was a good end. I mean, it wasn't a good ending for his story, but it was. In storytelling terms, it was a good ending for his story. He did some good. He got some hope back. And he did end up dying. But at least the rest of the people who were trapped in that fucking tower escaped.
I feel so responsible for it. I hate myself.
I mean, you didn't know. I mean, none of us would have thought. I mean, we didn't. In character, we wouldn't even know about the door electrocuted. I mean, obviously, the door would have been trapped with, if you get the puzzle wrong or something.
But not for the people inside.
In character, we didn't know that it would zap the one at the door, that it would zap everyone in the tower, that it would collapse after 3 taps. We didn't know. We don't know.
Either way, I'm here to tell you that the wolves, unfortunately, are not relenting, and are, still seeing that there are quite a lot of people that are, there are one less person that could be of harm to them, which is just, Kling. And there are still a lot of people there that are very vulnerable. Thus, they are baring their fangs and trying to go and attack. But that is without waiting that there's a bit of a clink sound. Kind of like a mechanism that is being started. but it is not coming from the tower in of itself. It's not coming from the side, and all of a sudden, there's see how about it? There's like
The
an
crossbow.
arrow. There's a like coming out of crossbow, like with a fling. There is an arrow that passes through one wolf, then the next, in one big swoop.
Ooh.
The three of them just falls, while the others cower, especially at the smell that suddenly comes out of the wolves. The wolves kind of retract and start having more human-like looks to them, and they lay to the ground, dead. The others start running away as fast as they possibly can. Well, you stand there and see the person that is holding the crossbow. It is a man that is with a big widow's peak with white hair, some small glasses, and having a pretty heavy brown coat. This person holds the crossbow quite expertedly and just puts it back on his shoulder. I see. Well, do you possibly need help here?
I guess it's too late, but thank you, sir.
You shouldn't be around this tower. It is very dangerous around here. You should leave right now.
Yes, sir. Do you have anything to help my friends down there? So we can just go and never come again.
I possibly have a couple potions. Just take them and then leave this place. And he hands off two potions that are actually some very powerful, seemingly some greater restoration potions.
Thank you, sir. May I know your name?
No, I prefer for no one to know that I'm here.
Alright. I'm sorry, I've been very distraught about this situation. If there is anything I could do, or to help you, anything that I could do to repay you, please tell me. I'm so fucking lost right now.
I understand the feeling of messing up, of being responsible for one's death. But the best you can do for me is to leave now.
Alright. I'll be sure to heal my friend and get away. But remember, I'll owe you debt of life. So if anything you need, I'll try to help. Thank you, sir. I guess I'll be on my way now. After I get my friends, obviously.
I will keep that in mind. Now, go.
Well, now I'm healing. I'm gonna use the potion on Victor and Joshua and getting the fuck out.
Everyone gets summoned back up, kind of confused. The old human man, is stepping away and trying to, just kind of getting away from the tower and trying to keep a distance with you. After some while, you just lose sight of him. You leave the tower immediately?
I do want to talk to him, but he told me to leave. And right now I'm not in the mood set to have a conversation with someone. Maybe I'll come back to ask him, because I owe him something. But for now, I just want to be safe and out of this tower.
Yes. So, you get everyone. Vector is worse for the wear. That is very clear. Kind of shaken up, of course, especially when he sees that Robin does not get up. He just keeps staring and thinks that maybe Robin will come and join us. But no, Robin just stays on the ground, and you all exit the small island.
I'm taking Robin with I know it's not really.
Also, you're
Oh,
not
you
taking my
can,
body,
but
okay.
you'll have to be careful to not expose yourself too much to electricity. Robin is still in the electricity field.
Oh, true. I'm good.
You could wait 10 minutes though.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait 10 minutes so it really ends, and I want to give him a proper burial place.
Yeah.
He deserves
Aw.
one.
Yeah, if you wait 10 minutes, then the electricity just goes away, and you're able to carry the body of Robin out of there.
Can I, while I do that, can I like take a stick and or no with my sword? Because I guess the old man goes back into the tower. He just like goes around. Where does the old man go?
You saw the old man just get kind of away from the tower, but you couldn't really tell where exactly he went. He seemed to have gone for like the bridge, but you can't really tell exactly where he's gone now.
Okay, because I mean, if I want to go back to the Vistani camp to like maybe chill out and restore some of the party's energy and rest,
Mhm.
we have to cross the bridge anyway, right?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. So I'll take Robbins with me, and I'll go back to the bridge to reach the Vistani camp.
All
Keep
right.
my distance from the old man because obviously he doesn't want to. He wants to
Mhm.
keep his distance.
Other way, you don't see him again. However, you do see Rictavio, who seems, just as jovial as ever, but he does seem more somber when he sees the party member that has fallen.
Mhm.
Oh, what happened here? Do you need any help of any sort?
Not with the tone right now. I just want to go back to the feasting camp or any camp and rest and give this man a proper burial place and maybe have a couple drink for a few days. And I'm fine.
I see. Well, I do have some wine. I don't think that the Vistani do have much, so.
Please stop with joviality. Give me some space. I'm sorry.
Very well. He chuckles in a, kind of in a nervous manner. And, well, if you need my horse, perhaps.
Sure, fine. I guess I can use it. I guess.
He offers his horse and just instructs you to just return it later on. But
But we're a wool party, so just one horse is not gonna really help if you're a wool party.
Well, it's mostly to
it's mostly to, keep the body on it.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Okay.
And with that, we unfortunately have the first death, and I think we might be able to end the session there.
Yes.
So they said so you bring back the body to the Vistani camp, where you'll be able to hold a proper burial. You are welcome here. But I will say, before ending completely the session, once you do step out from the area, the tome that you had in your hand, that you had, Victor did try to keep his hands on it and opened it out of curiosity. Would you like to maybe have a peek at what is written in there?
Maybe next session could scan life right now.
All right. Next session, we might find out what is written in that book. And we will maybe be introduced to a new party member, possibly.
I'm so sorry,
I do
Nebel.
have a backup character.
I'm so sorry,
You do.
Nebel. It's I feel so responsible for this.
It
It's
happens.
Curse of
And
Strahd, baby. It's the end.
it is
Stuff
Curse of Strahd.
happens.
It had
was
to
a
happen at
series
some
of
point.
unfortunate events.
It was. It was very unfortunate. But in the end, you guys escaped, and you got a book. You got a book out of it. You don't know what it's for yet. You don't know how useful it is. Quite. So thank you for joining the session. I had a feeling that there would be at least one death in this session, because mostly of the traps. Though I
Also
didn't
some
think it
weird
would turn out to
fucking
be this
traps.
way.
Well, I sure am happy to play a character with a lot of HP.
Oh
I had
yes.
31. It was a good amount of HP.
For a druid, that's pretty good.
Unfortunately.
I'm at
I'm at 43. It's getting good too.
Oh well.
Well, time to bring up the warlock.
07.
Go!
07.
Go!
The problem is that even if I had made this character show up earlier, he probably wouldn't have been able to save you, Nebel.
Yeah, that was a bad situation. But hey, I went out in a cool way. I solved my mysteries. We're cool.
You did.
I guess I
You
could
did.
show off what he
And
used to
I-
look like.
I'm really glad I was muted for a lot of that. I was having a fucking blast.
Bruh.
Unrelated.
Of course you were. You were not listening to like the secret chat. The secret chat was insane.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
no, I was not. But I will say, Nebel posted, oh, he pretty. No, Nebel posted the werewolf, like, with the skeleton wings. And was talking about, like, yes, he may never get back up again. Out loud, I went, is now a bad time to say would?
Bruh.
Oh,
No, and then Songe is talking about, like, stay away from me. I just need some space right now. At the same time as I'm like refreshing Twitter, so I see someone retweet this like 2016 Markiplier post that says like, quote, "I'm so full of meat, I'm about to blow," and my initial laugh was so strong, it jolted me so far forward, I almost threw up.
I did.
So he's just like, he's just like, yes, a book. Like, we can't really do anything with that. Meanwhile, I'm over here trying not to die.
Dear Lord.
Don't follow my example, Gracia.
Anyway, I'm gonna sloop. I mean, you can
Yeah,
do that.
I
Don't
get-
make your
I
own
have
free
a-
roll,
Yeah,
but I need to
that's
sloop.
fair.
I have to wake
Yeah,
up.
it was.
I hope
All
you
right,
have a
we're
good
gonna.
night's rest.
Oh, Baldur's Gate is
Yeah, good
installed.
night.
Thankful.
Yeah.
Good night.
Well, then we can play Baldur's Gate whenever I get back. Just a little tiny bit.
Wahoo.
But yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
go because I really, really need to sleep too because I
Yeah.
need to wake up very early to well get up.
Yeah, I guess
Understandable.
we'll talk about the follow-up character one day soon. I mean, you know who it is, but you
Yeah.
know, yeah, setting things up.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go now. See ya.